All right, all right, all right, all right. Cheep, cheep. All right, so we got to figure out a place to put this down here first while we're driving. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy FRE, dollar sign H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's TheFlyBoy. Don't ask why, just check out the channel. And give me a second. If you're watching this, you're probably watching this in the recap. I'm trying to position the camera so it doesn't get too messed up. We are getting ready to take a ride to the shop in Orange to get my sound system put in. Um, I know people are like, "Hey, why are you wasting money on a sound system if you're going to eventually retire overseas?" Shout out to Pachelbel in the building. And I try to tell people all the time, oh man, I try to tell people all the time, while it's important to condense your spending while you're here in the States, it's also important to enjoy yourself. And it's also important to live your life for the now because tomorrow is not always promised. So you want a good balance because that's what life is about. Life is about balance. You want a good balance in between living your life to the maximum and preparing yourself to be able to retire if you plan on going overseas or if you plan on just living in the States on a cheaper budget. So at this point, one of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to shucks. I wanted to, hopefully the sound is good. Give me a one in the room if the sound is good, is decent. Give me a two if I need to switch my microphone or something like that. I'm wearing the wireless mic today, and the reason why is because I want to make sure that my sound pickup quality is good because we're getting ready to go to Cali, Colombia, and you know we're gonna be doing a lot of lives. And with those lives, we're going to have to use this microphone on the phone because I want to live stream for a longer period of time. So we're getting the mic ready this time. Last one we didn't use the mic, a little bit muffled, but this time I think it'll be a lot better. So just give me a one in the room if the sound is decent. Give me a two if I need to do some adjustments. One, I appreciate that, Pachelbel. Again, if you're just joining the live, it's going to look kind of funny right now because I'm driving, but we are going to Orange, New Jersey. And I went on Facebook and I found this box that's very, very loud called a Chiba. But it's solely for the audio. But they had a nice little combo with a Chiba and a box and an equalizer and an amp. And I was able to get all of that for installed for a total of $900, and I can use my credit card, which means I can get the points as long as I pay the credit card off by the end of the month. Now, again, I want to kind of do this to my Jeep as well. I still have to get my electric done in my house, but that's pretty much the last thing I got to do, aside from saving for the roof, and then we can just go to paying bills down. I'll still have like about, give or take, depending on how Cali, Colombia goes in 2 weeks. In 9 days, depending on how Cali, Colombia goes in 9 days, I should be able to pay all my debt back by the end of the year. And I'll have the 2 cars with the systems, the house the exact way it needs to be with all the electricity and everything going right, the new beds. And then the only thing I have to do, and it'll be further in the future when it becomes a issue, is getting my roof changed at my house in West Orange because it hasn't been changed since I brought it, and they had changed it like a couple years prior to it. It doesn't need any changing right now, but you always want to try to change the roof every 10 to 15 years. Sometimes roofs last 20 years, but again, that's the last thing hanging over my head aside from whether or not the court allows me to do the virtual court so I don't have to come back from Cali, Colombia, or whether they move the court date up closer or further away. Now, all that is stuff that is, when I say holding over my head, is on my mind, because those are the only things that, like, I don't have control over, but I'm hoping it turns out well. I'll shout you guys out when we get closer. As you know, we 1989 Fox Body drop top convertible Mustang. A lot of people might have seen this car on Menace to Society. Realistically, it's not a 5.0, but you know, you can always put the 5.0 label on it. It gives the people the custom remembrance of what the 5.0 is. Now, the difference in price is different, and between the 5.0 and the LS. The 5.0 is usually about, give or take, 15 to 20,000 for this car right now. A 5.0 in decent condition is about 15 to 20,000. A LS is about 8 to 10,000. It might be a little bit higher than 10,000 now, actually. 8 to 10 is when I brought it. Everything in the car is original, except for the radio. I had to get the Bluetooth radio, but everything else is original parts, original colors, original seats. I like to keep it that way when it comes to old schools. Of course, I like to change the system. The system's going to always be changing. If I can go without trying to cut into the actual factual radio, where with the factory radio, that's always a good thing. Like, the factory radio here was down there, so it was easy to just replace. I didn't have to cut into anything. I have a meeting with my old car club that I used to be part of. Shout out to GM and Brick City GM, like a reunion, rather, not a meeting, a reunion, where we're going to all meet up and we're all going to go out with our cars and stuff. And while I was going to bring the Deuce and a Quarter, 1970 Deuce and a Quarter, y'all know I got it. When I went to go start it up, it didn't start up. And so I was like, you know what? Rather than bringing a Deuce and a Quarter and having to worry about it shutting down or doing something crazy, let me just go put a system in a Mustang, old school Mustang, because this Mustang runs superb. Again, it has about 74,414 miles on it. 74,000 miles, basically. It has about 74,000 miles on it, and the car is from 1989. It's older than a lot of you people that are watching this video right now, but it also still runs so smooth. It was one other owner prior to me. It was one other owner, and they took care of it pretty well. So I hope to be able to pass this down to my kids, as well as my Deuce and a Quarter, so each of them can get like an old school car, or if one of them want the Jeep or whatever other car I buy before, whenever I get old enough or something like that, then maybe I'll do that too. Shout out to my daughter Mia. She just passed her driver's license. She's gonna have to go a long way before she gets a car, but I think the reason why it's great that my daughter got her driver's license is because I think the reason why my daughter was like not going to Ghana to see what it's like is because where mother's mother and family lives, and where her mother's father-in-law family live, is in like the village part. So you're going to need a car to get around, and to get around, you're gonna need a driver's license. So I'm so proud of my daughter Mia because she got her driver's license today, and feels crazy, man, to have a kid with a driver's license, man. If you a parent out there and you know that feeling, it gets worrisome. Right now, when she ain't got a car, she uses her mother's car every now and then. I feel a little worrisome, but not too worrisome. But when she does get her own car and she can move around freely like she wants, it's gonna be a lot more worrisome because women be driving. Them women be driving. Again, we're almost at the place where we're going to get the car fixed. I'm gonna get the car system put in. Hopefully it doesn't, I gotta see. They said it wouldn't drain the battery, but they're putting a lot of stuff in here, y'all. They're putting the equalizer in here. They're putting a 2 amps. I got one. They're gonna put the second amp in. They're putting the Chiba in the back seat because I don't ever really have anybody in the back seat anymore. I used to have my son in the back seat when we used to go places in this car, but he's old enough now where I kind of can have him in the front seat. You know, we're gonna put the Chiba in the back seat, and we're gonna put the box in the trunk. It's just a single box though. We only did solo box because the trunk here is kind of small, and I ain't really want to I ain't want to buy a big system for here because I do want to get a big system for the Jeep, for the Rubicon. But just so you guys see where we at. We're going to Orange, New Jersey, to get this system put in, y'all. You guys got any questions along the way? We're gonna be here for a minute. I don't think I'm gonna catch an Uber back. I think I'm just gonna sit here and we'll chat and we'll talk. Maybe we'll do a walk around Orange, New Jersey. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure what I'm gonna do, but he said it's gonna take about an hour 15 minutes to do it. So we're gonna walk around. Maybe I'll show you guys Orange, New Jersey. I got flip-flops on, so you know, let's see. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. But again, I was telling you guys, we got a car club reunion, I believe, on Friday. So when I get off of work on Friday, I'm gonna head back home. I might go home earlier than I normally do because I want to make sure I get my car, meet up with the people, and you know, put some gas, get a car wash, try to get my mirror attached right back to it. I don't know, we'll figure some things out. I got a crack in the windshield, but I was looking around for a place to get the windshield from, and no luck, no avail, to no avail. I could be playing music right now, but I didn't. But again, when they play some music, I can always erase it later. I want to say I have to go to the back of the building, but let me go to the front of the building first and tell them I'm outside. Oh, that's crazy bump. Oh, the streets are crazy. If you guys haven't seen the picture already, I got the gold BBSs on here, so I'm going extra slow with these potholes, y'all. Extra slow. Let me see. Hope there's a parking space out front, y'all. Orange, New Jersey. If you guys never seen Orange, New Jersey, Main Street. Again, we'll walk. We may just walk down the street if we can see it. Oh, she is. All right, let me see if I can pull up here and tell them I'm here. Should I go around back?
The sign?
Oh, right there?
Yeah, over there.
Okay. All right.
Ryan.
Give me a second, y'all. One second, y'all. Let me try to make a U-turn real quick, illegally. Don't say nothing too loud to the cops. Oh, the street here is the pitch, y'all. The street here is the pitch, y'all. Damn, take so. Okay, let's go up. Shit. All right. So where am I supposed to park at? Let me see where I'm supposed to park at, y'all, real quick. Give me a second, y'all. Keep going forward. All right. What's going on, man? All right. Yeah. Grab a bag, stuff for y'all real quick. Let's put this in here. Let's go over Payment. Let's get our stuff. 1 second. 1 second, y'all. All right, give me a second, y'all. Just trying to get everything organized, y'all. And this in here, probably. All right. Good to go, y'all. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let me make sure I got it in park. All right. All right, y'all. Let's go. Maybe go for a walk, y'all. Take you guys on a walk around. Around so we can see. All right. Ooh. All right. I'll be right back. All right, y'all. So we are going to show you guys what the Chiva looks like, what the box looks like. Huh? You want the keys inside?
I gotta shut it off.
Oh. Oh no, I figured that you needed the keys inside or something. All right, thanks, man. Yeah. All right, come on, y'all. I'm walking with you guys. You're walking with me, rather, to Orange Radio Electronics to go get the stuff so we can get the system put in. And then maybe I can take you guys on a walk. Yo, what up, Jay? Oh shit. What's up, Jay Boogie? What up? And then hopefully I'll take you guys on a walk a little bit up Orange and up Main Street rather, in Orange. Make sure I got the Wi-Fi router, y'all. They fixing the roof up there. That's crazy. It's one of them walk on your own, y'all. I told you guys I had something different for you guys today. We've been in the studio. We're probably going to be in the studio a lot for the lives. I'm trying to do a live every day. But right now, I figure I'll come outside and just get some stuff done and take you guys with me. Am I ready for the trip? I'm not even packed yet, to be honest with y'all. I'm not even packed yet. So we're going to see. All right. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, man?
Good, how are you?
All right, good.
Recording?
Yeah, I'm recording, so it's not sitting crazy. Do you have this one in blue though, or no?
Blue? No. If you
Okay.
want blue, I can get it for you tomorrow.
No, I'm gonna do today. I ain't gonna worry about it.
Yeah.
I mean, but the same one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so maybe I'll put that one and then come back and switch to blue. Let's see.
Yeah.
All right, because all right, y'all, come on. So let me So this is the box. This is the box?
No, it's not the box.
Okay. But this is the box right here for the Chiva, right?
Yeah.
All right, so this is y'all. So this is what they call the Chiva box, y'all. For those that don't know, this is what they call the Chiva box. It's the loudest box that you're gonna hear when you're driving down the street. If you ever seen, like, if you got Dominicans or Puerto Ricans in your area, or the Jamaicans, you hear them playing the loud music, and it look like it's like a stereo in the back. What it really is attached to the car, and it's extremely loud and clear. And this right here is what I'm getting for actually both the Jeep, and I'm going to get it for the Jeep, and I'm going to get it for the Mustang. We're doing the Mustang right now. I think we'll do the Jeep maybe. I don't know. Maybe depending on how Colombia is, maybe we do the Jeep when we get back from Colombia, or we'll do the Jeep in the beginning of next year. I haven't figured out because I want to really do the Jeep a little bit bigger. Because I want the Jeep to have more sound. Eventually, I'm going to get a regular everyday car, like an Impala. Just get an everyday car where I could just drive the car every day, and the Jeep could be just for like enjoying myself. But when am I going to Colombia? We are going to Colombia. We leave on the 15th, on the 14th or the 15th. Let me see. Whatever that Friday is, the 14th. Friday the 14th, we leave for Bogota at 11 o'clock at night. From Bogota, we go to from Newark, New Jersey, we go to Bogota. From Bogota, we go to Cali. We'll be in Cali on the 15th, early in the day. We're going to be in Cali, Colombia, from the 14th to the 24th. So far, that's what we have. That's what we have scheduled right now. We have from the 14th to the 24th schedule. Where we leave out of Cali on the 24th. However, I do have a court date on the 21st, and I'm waiting for an email with some kind of news of good news, hopefully, that my court date can either be pushed forward before I go, or pushed later when I get back. I'm hopefully before, because if it comes before, I'll know if I have to pay an extra $300 so I lose the case, or I know if I have to, I'll have the case paid. So that's the idea, y'all. We not ready for the trip though yet. We ain't packed. I ain't tried to pack yet. The only thing I did get ready for the trip is I brought like the memory card, because you always need a memory card when I go on a trip. I don't think I'm taking the drone this time, because I got enough drone footage in Cali, and the drone footage is always risky. Like when I do drone again, I want to have the upgraded drone. So I'm going to buy the newest drone, hopefully, before I go to Thailand. Oh no, actually, I probably will be using the drone again, but not in Colombia. Not because not unless we go something new in Colombia. Because I got enough Barranquilla footage I got enough Cali footage on drone. I got enough I could get some more Bogota footage on drone, but I'm not gonna be out in Bogota long enough. Let me hear you. So okay. Ready?
The Chuchero box.
Mm-hmm. And then the amp and what's the name? And what he said, equalizer, I think he said?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the amp. Let me see. How does immigration work to extend past 3 months? So I haven't done it yet. Chosen One. There are a lot of people who have done it. Check out Barber World TV. Check out the Homies Hub. Check out Mentuition. But I do believe that within your third month, you have to go for the extension. Within the third one, you have to go for the extension. So I would say I would say, yeah, definitely try one of the people who did it already. But there is a way when you go 3 months and right before your third month ends, you apply for extension. They give you an extension while you're still in the country, and you get another month. But it has to be close to when you're coming out of time. In Medellin, where do you go? Again, that's Homies Hub information right there.
You the 1200 watts, because the other one is only 5, so it's not gonna push this one.
It's not gonna push that one.
No, the 500
okay.
No. This one yes.
Okay.
That's 1200.
The one I got.
The one you have is to play
for the bass, right? You're right.
To play this
okay, because the other one's 35.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got you. All right. All right. So let me see. What's going on? What's going on, Benny Marble? We'll walk around. What's the name? We'll walk around. Orange. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, okay. I'll take this 2 rounds. Hopefully, when we finish this, I'll be able to let you guys hear the sound and everything, because it's
powerful, man.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
You heard what he said, man. It's powerful, y'all. Like I said, I was trying to get the color blue or green, but hey, this was available now. We're gonna go with it, y'all, because the event is
You're playing with
Friday.
The credit, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Got it. I do got it. All right, cool. Get y'all comments real quick. Again, you if you have also Chosen One, if you have ChatGPT will tell you everything. To be honest with you, ChatGPT will tell you everything. So I would definitely say I would say definitely check out, but sometimes it's easier to talk to like somebody who's actually went through the process. So Homies Hub or Barber World TV or Mentuition right now. So yeah. and they'll let you know exactly how it works. See, for the Jeep, I would get something like this right here, y'all. The kickers. For the Jeep, I would get something like this right here, over here. Because, or maybe even something like more. Let's see. He said, "You're what up? What up, Ish? I'm doing the same thing to my 1989 Thunderbird. Woo! In the next week or two. Q Logic box, Kenwood speakers. That's really good. Kenwood, everything on the door, speakers, amp. That's what it is. I think the Jeep has both everything. The Jeep Rubicon, because it's a Rubicon, it came with both speakers. So both speakers.
No, aquí con el salón. Sí.
So both speakers happens to be the best interior speakers you can get, but Kenwood is really good too. Kenwood is really good too.
Are you paying with the credit, right?
Yes. Can't show y'all my card, but
Yeah. What you said, 950.
it's a 900.
But check it.
Because we went with the one boxes and the double boxes. You said 900. But
Okay. Okay. Dile, chica, don Nelson está ahí. El señor don Nelson está afuera.
All right, so let me see. Well, after this, we'll go for a walk. I can show you guys orange for a little bit, and then we'll come back. We'll see how the car progress going. And you guys got any questions, anything about anything? This is your time to ask. We'll probably be live for another 30 minutes to an hour, and yeah. Really have to get prepared for Colombia. Maybe we go look at some clothes and stuff. Of course, we're not getting nothing from here because I like everything from China. But thanks. Make sure you guys can't see that.
I'm gonna send you the receipt to your number. Okay?
So my phone number? Perfect. Ooh.
You need help to bring this one to the.
To him?
Mm-hmm.
You got like a cart or something?
No, I don't have. Let me see.
It's gonna be hard to carry all this stuff, y'all.
No, my son can take.
Oh, he can, okay. Oh, that's too heel.
You can take that, and my son can take this.
I can take the big box. Huh? Little? Tall guy right there.
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. We gotta take the box over there, y'all.
Okay.
Hold on, we gotta carry the box over there, y'all. Come on, give me a second, y'all. Gotta maintain this box. There we go.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ayúdame a llevar el control allá. Él va a ir contigo allá.
Give me a second, y'all. Flip it. ¿Listo? Ay, más. Primera, porque la puerta. Gracias. Thank you. All right, y'all. We're carrying the speaker. Oh, that's bad. We're carrying the speaker to the car. Trying not to get hit by a car itself. The stuff you gotta do when you wanna get the bass, get the treble, get the sound right. Okay.
So I would assume this is gonna be
in the back seat.
on the back.
Should I put the top down?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Be a little bit easier for the back seat thing in the back seat. Oh, let's make sure this works because battery.
You tell your dad you need one more set of RCA jacks and 1 6-footer, 2 more, 1 12 and 1 6-footer.
Hope this works.
That car brings me flashbacks.
Flashbacks?
I swear to God.
Man, listen.
I had the LS50 though.
Yeah?
Stick shift, yeah.
I didn't even know they had the LS50.
Fuck yeah.
Nice. Man, that stick shift was hard to get, man.
Yeah.
It wasn't even expensive. It was expensive, but it was more harder to find because everyone wanted to California, and
that's what I had. But mine was stick shift.
It was stick shift.
I got so much trouble with it because I was in my teens. Yeah.
Oh man.
You know.
And the sound is loud too.
Oh hell yeah.
That sound is that engine.
I had straight pipes on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, I'll have that box JL audio.
Okay. Oh, the keys.
So
I got you.
Leave it for now.
Okay. Let me see the keys out there. The keys in my phone. I forgot I gotta do this. Cause I gotta do this thing because if I leave that, the battery will be on.
No, I'm gonna take it out.
Okay. Okay. And you remember the button that you got to push to get the key out. I know. I that many years, you still remember? I'll be right back. All right, I'll walk around so I can show people the orange. Come on, man. All right, we here, y'all. You don't need to do nothing if it got Bose. It's the Jeep. You don't need to do nothing sound-wise if it got Bose. If you want the basic sound, but you know the Chiva box is very, very loud, and I want to have it. So if I park the Jeep, I want to be able to drop the top of the Jeep and just play the sound. So with that situation, I'm going to need to get the Chiva box. The Chiva box is like an extra layer of sound. What's going on, Terrence Hill? What is going on? If you're just joining the live, we are getting the convertible Mustang worked on. We just left it. We're going to go for a walk downtown Orange. It's good to work off some of this food I just ate, as well as show you guys the area of Orange, New Jersey that I'm in. You guys got any questions? Let me know. I'll answer them while we're walking around. Will you write a book or put out? Well, he said, will you write a book or put together a guide of how you became a successful real estate investor? I already have it. I already have videos. I have multiple videos that so the first video I would suggest you watch on my channel is from poverty to property. It's the journey of my real estate of my life, basically showing you how I was able to get the money to even invest in my first property, how I learned about investing in properties, how I learned about using my 401k to borrow money, and things like that. How I used the HELOC to get into my second property. How I then was able to, through the COVID situation, able to get my third property in Miami Beach on the water. And you can get it's like a whole walkthrough. That's the first video I would say go watch. You'll even get to see some of the pictures of the struggles as far as having to get certain things checked and things like that. You'll also get to see some of the hard times I had, like not getting the electric put in and not being able to get the city to come check and inspect the electric, not being able to have my kids there, having to just basically live there by myself in the cold with no heat. You'll see that whole thing. But and the second one I would say is check out the part where I was trying to get a house and I was going to different houses with my son, trying to figure out how I can get a house in Montclair. And then during the pandemic, when New Yorkers kept buying up all those places. And I think that will show you more of the struggle and how I perspired through it. But again, if anything, just hit me up on Instagram, send me a message, and I'll link you all the videos in one linking, so you can see that you can see the process, the progress. It's only like 5 videos that you need to watch, maybe 3 videos if you really want to get straight to the point. Maybe 3 videos you'll watch, and you'll see how I went from a 32-year-old with no properties to a 35-year-old millionaire who lives on Miami Beach on the water. And you'll get to see that. And along that journey, you'll also still get to see me traveling the world, learning different languages, and just enjoying life. So you can see that the whole delayed gratification thing wasn't something that I really did. It was just like working extra hard, I guess. Dang, I didn't even come here to see appliances. All appliances and furniture 70% off. They got air conditioners for 99. Who's even on? They got air conditioners for 99. Air conditioners for $99. That's not bad. I do need another I do want to replace the air conditioner I have in the basement. Appliances and furniture up to 70% off. Is it 70% off for $99 though? That would be kind of cool. I don't know. I don't know if I want to get that right now, but I do need an air conditioner for replacement for my basement in West Orange. Let me see your comments. Let me see. What you getting from them, bro? I am getting the Chiva box put in. I'm getting an equalizer so I can manage the sound. I'm getting a secondary amp because I already got a first amp for my speaker in the back, and I'm getting a speaker put in the back. I think it's JL Audio speaker put in the back. So it's only a solo speaker. I know most speakers come in 2 boxes of 2, but for a little car like that, you only need a solo speaker, and I don't want to take up too much space in that trunk because I don't want the car to be too heavy down. Let me see. Okay, you got a nice box. I'll pause, but yeah, definitely was a decent box. JL Audio plus the Chiva box, definitely both were decent. Let's see. Woofers, got the woofers. Yeah. It says tough. Yeah, definitely. Terrence Hill said, awesome content. Get ready to go on the treadmill my damn self. Listen, man, I got a treadmill in the basement. I think when I didn't have the basement rented, no, I don't have rented. When I didn't have the basement, allowing my friend to stay in the basement, I was in the basement a lot using that treadmill. But the only way it seems like I'm going to use that treadmill is if I have NordiTrack come, tear it apart, and bring it upstairs to the second floor. Because I feel like going down to the basement after work, even though my friend is not there, I could use it. I use the basement anyway. It's like I don't ever do it. But if it's right next to like the computer where I'm always at doing work, then I feel like I will use the treadmill a lot more. So I may have NordiTrack tear it down, cost like $300, and bring it back upstairs and bring it upstairs because I do want to start working out on the treadmill more daily. I definitely need to, you know what I mean? Especially where I eat. I appreciate that, Mini Marble, man. I remember you guys got any questions, let me know. We're going to take a walk. We're in Orange, New Jersey. Hopefully the stream is clear. I believe I still got my I still have my Wi-Fi router. It's not raining right now, so it's a really good day. And I get to take you guys along the journey. Golden Crust is like a generic Jamaican food, but or something like it would be like a Jamaican McDonald's version of Jamaica. I like the fact they get the car and stuff, the old radio. Having the old radio, it would look nice. I wouldn't use it, but it would look nice. Having the old radio with the old car. Having the old boombox with the old car will kind of fly. But that should say like $199 on that one, so I don't know how much that really is. Car robbed by with the booming systems. I gotta see them. I ain't trying to do no extra. extra stuff. We got Cali Columbia coming up. You know, I ain't trying to do nothing too much extra. It's a good walk though, y'all. It's definitely a good walk. Good thing is we in the middle of the day, so it's not gonna be a lot of people, but it'll be some people. Who's it? Khalil, what's going on? Khalil Salik, what up? What up? What up? What up? What's good? Flyboy coming at you from southern part of Jersey. Shout out to South Jersey in the building. Jersey, stand up. This walk from the south to the north. We all Jersey, man. Listen, I haven't been to South Jersey in a long time though. I think when I was like a teenager, I used to go to South Jersey for when I was a teenager, I used to go to South Jersey for like the clubs and stuff, but now not so much. Not so much right now. Let's see, y'all. So the system and the Chiva box and everything that you've seen with the equalizer and the extra amp all ran about $900. It ran about $900, and they let me use my card. So again, the system that I'm going to get for my Jeep is probably going to run about $1,300. That's why I don't want to really. I definitely not going to get it before Cali, and I don't know if I'm going to get it before the end of the year. I might wait to income taxes and then get the system to go with the Jeep. I don't know. I really don't know yet, because again, there's a lot of stuff I want to do to the Jeep Rubicon. I want to put up on big speakers and stuff. I want big tires and stuff, but I don't want to do all that until I have like an everyday work car where I can take the car to work and take the car to pick up my son from school. And I don't want to have that all on the Jeep while I'm doing that. So I might hold off on that for a while. You know what I mean, I got about 8 more years before a little bit less than 8 more years before I can retire. So I don't want to just sit around and wait till I retire to start saving. So that's probably something I'll do later too. So down there more is just like a cemetery, a church, and like the post office. So we're gonna cross the street, and we're gonna go to the other side so you guys can see the other side. In Orange, New Jersey. I used to go to this like karate school when it wasn't here. It's called AJW Martial Art Elite Force. One of my aunts used to be married to the owner, and we used to go to AJW Martial Arts when it was on Springdale Avenue in East Orange. So it was that's one of the reasons why like I started like kind of boxing, because karate was cool, but it was like when you get to like middle school and high school, being a ninja isn't gonna get you that box. You know what I mean? I want to say what Calvin say to the guy on Paid in Full. Being a ninja is not going. Learning karate is not going to get you that ass. So I end up not wanting to do karate and more boxing seemed a little bit cooler. Or playing basketball too. So it's definitely some things out here. Definitely some things out here for now. Y'all see that sign right there? I know you're in Jersey. That Garden State Parkway, New Jersey Turnpike, 280. Y'all know where we at. I think this is the mailbox. This is the public library in Orange. Stickler Memorial, the Orange Free Library Incorporated. Again, I don't know why people be like, yo, there ain't nothing nice in New Jersey. There be some nice things out here, man. Women in shape and pretty faces, long hair, real hair. You just gotta know, like, sometimes you go this way, sometimes you go that way. You're gonna see a couple of them here, man. Of course, we're not trying to bag nothing. You'll see a lot of construction because this is the time where like all the mayors and new people got hired. Now they're doing all the construction work, so it could look like when they first come in office they do something. But they out here, man. They outside for real. Just gotta. Usually, bro, you gotta. And bro said you got a nice box. As I said, pause. This is crazy, man. Super pause, super duper pause. But damn. Love the fact we got all these value marks and stuff down here, y'all. That's what y'all saying. Now, what happens is we'll go have a conversation by the car. Once we walk down all these streets, we'll go sit by the car and we'll just talk while the guy puts the stuff in the car and puts the system and stuff in the car. We'll talk in the background. But as of now, got a couple more blocks to walk and we'll come back around. You can see Bank. Oof. I feel like I got to do one of these in East Orange while I walk around East Orange too, because and Newark. Like I feel like I've done it in Newark a couple times because I feel like all of this is just adding to the catalog, and to have walking videos in every single part. Like I got walking videos in Newark already, but it's definitely a lot of parts of Newark I haven't really walked in and just filmed like a vlog, something that people could say, oh my God, they're watching the Newark vlog walk, and they're like, oh, he's in the area where I live, or man, that's loud. For example, when I went to the Spike Lee Do the Right Thing block party in Brooklyn, and there was a lot of people that was watching, like, yo, I live right there. I used to live right there. I went to school right there. Those moments make it feel pretty good, because there's going to be a lot of people that say, yo, he walked right past the store I used to work at, or he walked right past where I used to live, and they kind of get a connection to the video because of that. Ben says, do you still have plans to buy a place in Columbia and move the women and families in? Yes, I still have a plan to buy a place in Barranquilla. Again, Bogota was an option as well, but I kind of want to wait till I actually have a kid in Columbia, because when I have a kid in Columbia, then I'll be able to know almost for certain that I won't be kicked out, and I know for certain that if something happens to me, I have somebody to leave it to that is going to be able to get access to it. Like if I buy a house, if I buy a condo in Columbia now, do a refinance, get $100,000 out, buy a house in Columbia now, I know I'm not going to be able to be there all the time, because I'm still working for it, and I still got my son living with me for the next 8 years. So it would just be sitting there if I'm not there, or I would have somebody, my baby mother living there, or something like that living there, and I'm not even there all the time, which would then cause more issues. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? Let me wait till I get the kid. Let me wait till the kid's born. Let me wait till me and the mother, we go through, like, you know, a good 2, 3 years, 4 years, and just renting and see how that goes. And then after that, then we can I can say, hey, I'm 2 years away from retirement. Let's go looking for a place now, and I can go buy the place. And then I'm like, all right, if I gotta wait 1 or 2 years to go moving in, that's one thing. So that's the plan. That's the reason why I'm holding off on it right now. But being as though my credit cards are all paid off, I think I owe like $2,500 now. I used to owe like $7,000. I paid most of that now. I owe like $2,500 now. 25? No, 25? 29, like almost like 3,000. So I owe like 3,000 now, and I'll pay that off before the end of this year. And then and then I'll just have no credit card debt. I only have like loans and stuff that I have that paid off before I retire as well. I mean, before I retire as well. So it's all a process, man. Like I said, it's the process of being able to feel comfortable with the woman that you have a kid with, and then leaving your house or your condo that you buy with them in it, and not having to worry about them doing some crazy stuff. Now, yes, I will have cameras and stuff, but if it's only 2 years, how much crazy stuff, knock on wood, could happen? I mean, how much crazy stuff can happen if I'm only leaving her there on and off for 2 years? Now, if I got 8 years before I could retire, you know what I'm saying? If I got 8 years before I could retire, then me buying a house now, the kid coming out next year or coming out early next year, and then I move them straight into my place, then all of a sudden I got 7 years left, and she could do a bunch of weird stuff in that 7 years that can cause, and I'm not around. So it made more sense to me. It just made a little bit more sense to me. Flyboy, did you sign up with Anchor program tax-free money to get back? Only requirement is that you have to be a New Jersey resident. I don't really like the government getting in all my business and stuff. So I don't like my grandmother signed up for free roofing and free something else, and they really gave it all that stuff in Newark. It took them like 2-3 days before they gave it to her. But me, nah, I ain't signed up for anything. They had free roofing, they had free the discount upgrades on boiler systems and stuff. They had all this other stuff that, for the city, I could have probably tried to went and got it. Took some time out to got it, but again, I try to keep the government out of my business so much, even though they're always gonna be in your business somehow. I try to keep them out of my business as much as possible, and let me just do my thing. I mean, pay my taxes and do my thing. So, yeah, I didn't do that. I mean, I did not do that. But I definitely heard about it. I heard about a lot of stuff. Yeah, I'm still figuring like people still buying gold chains and stuff. That's how we live in the state. People are still buying gold chains and stuff. Like, I don't know. I mean, watches look nice, but even then, like I don't have the urge to buy a watch. You know what I mean? Over here, you'll see like a lot of hair braided African shops and stuff. You'll see West Indian markets. You'll see more Caribbean stores. The Orange Electronics. Sometimes every now and then I get some clothes out of Snipes. I get something out of Snipes because I need something real quick, but I'm good with most of this stuff now, man. You said you get back between $450 and $1,800. Now that's really good, man. Shout out to Tim Howard. If you're just joining in, we are getting the car system put in, but right now we're just walking through Orange so you guys can see the area where I frequent sometimes, or where I grew up to. Some parts, like walking down the street and stuff, and just showing you guys and stuff. So we're probably hit the circle here, and then we'll go back around, and then we'll go to the other side. They had all the African gear. This is why I came before I went to Ghana. This is why I came to get clothes before I went to Ghana. Before I went to Accra, I went in that store to try to see if I could buy some stylish stuff so I could be a ready stylist before I even get to Ghana, but I didn't buy anything, luckily, because when I got there, everything was way cheaper and more available in Ghana, like the African stuff, African or Ghanaian clothing. See y'all. McDonald's, Chinese restaurant. Let me see. What's going on? Smoked Out. What's good? What's good, Smoked Out? Just taking a nice little walk in Orange. We're getting ready to get back to the car while the car is getting worked on. And What's up, man? Royal fried chicken. With scooters. All right, now we're gonna walk back to the car, y'all. We're getting close, and we'll just sit in the shade, hopefully, and have a conversation with y'all. I still wonder like how clothing stores still do good, because a lot of people shop on Amazon now. A lot of people shop online for everything, so it'd be crazy to see how the stores do now. Get back to the car. We're gonna put you on the big put it on the big thing, on the big pause tripod. Ooh, it's hot. Definitely gotta sit in the shade, yo. Surprised they ain't got no chairs out here, boy. Whew, ain't got no chairs at all. But we got some shade though. All right, smell a little funny over here, but we got shade. That's all we need. We sit on a rock or something. Oh, I don't like the bees though. So let's see if we can go closer over here. Less by the garbage. And still get some shade. All right, we got some more shade over here. All right, here we go. It's a better angle for it anyway. Let me put the big tripod on, and then we stand and talk, I guess, instead of sitting and talking. I could have brought a chair. I forgot to bring a chair. I didn't plan. I just hit go live. I didn't plan all the way through. I did plan, but I didn't plan all the way through. Give me a second, y'all. Let me take this off of here. No. Let me take this off of here. All right, let me put this on a new one. Okay. See, tighten it up. So say, remember I told you guys on the other live, different weapons for different atmospheres. This is it's the big weapon for the standing atmosphere. All right, I'll flip you guys around. Don't worry about it. I'll flip you guys around in a second, so you guys can see me a little bit better. Try to get a little bit angle, get a little more work on here. I'll try not to block you so much because I know you guys want to see. So, but I'm still trying to stay in the shade. As we get the car fixed, I'll get y'all comments and stuff. Shout out to Riley Joe in the building. What's going on? What's going on, man? As you can see, we are out here in Orange, New Jersey, getting the sound system put in the drop top Mustang convertible, 89 Fox Body, and eventually we have to do this for the Jeep too. But again, Jeep is gonna take Rubicon is gonna take some time because it's a bigger job, and I don't want to spend too much money because we got two other trips, two guaranteed, pretty much guaranteed. That's not guaranteed. Let's say we have 2 trips planned already left, and we're going to show the film, and that's going to be Colombia, for Cali, Colombia in 9 days. We're going to be there hopefully for 10 days, long as the court moves the case, or allows me to go from online. And then we got one more trip coming up. I will announce the trip like a week after I get back from Colombia. I don't want I don't want the two trips to interfere with each other and the people talking about both trips to interfere with each other before I go to Cali, Colombia. I want you guys to be able to stay in tune with what's going on right now. And what's going on right now is Cali, Colombia, y'all. For Petronio Alvarez. Should have also probably got some water from the store, which I might still walk to the store to get some. I might walk back to the store to get some water. But you see how the whip is glistening. You see how the whip is glistening in the background. Ooh, wait till that sound hit. Thump, 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 ticka ticka thump, 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 thump. Yeah, man. I mean, I guess maybe because I grew up in a time where people like really fixed up their cars. It wasn't just buy the flyest car. It wasn't go out and buy the Benz. It wasn't go out and buy the Lexus. It was, I mean, while people did still have Lexuses and Acura Legends, I grew up in a time where cars ride by with the booming systems. Like you could have a really inexpensive car as long as the paint job was nice, as long as you had a hard hitting system, and also we used to have TVs in our car. I remember all the stuff is on my YouTube channel. If you go back and look, what you'll see me in a two-door Monte Carlo, with a Chevy Monte Carlo with 5 TVs in it. I had a TV in the in dash. I had a TV in every headrest. I mean, I had a TV in both headrests, and I had a TV in both of the visors. It was super dope, y'all. It was super dope. I used to play video games in the background. I also had the first car I ever had was the first car I ever had that I fixed up was a purple bubble Chevy, a bubble Chevy. If you guys know, I got like hair on my nose or something. If you guys remember what the bubble Chevy looks like, he said, "Is the veggie spot still in orange?" I didn't see a veggie spot. I don't think I seen a veggie spot when we was walking. I don't know if you can go back and you can watch it. I didn't see any veggie spot in orange. A lot of the stores did change. There's a lot of different stores now. A lot of more West Indian and African stores now down that way. Coming down this way is more like value stores and like more Hispanic restaurants, late Latin American restaurants. But so I didn't see the veggie store. I'm not saying it's not there. I didn't see it. Yeah. Let me see. Smoked Out says in the early 2000s we was putting them in back headrests so people red lights could see. Yo, that was I would like literally. I was born in 1984, so I remember in 2002 because that's when I graduated high school. I remember in 2004 when I was driving. In fact, 2003 probably when I was driving my Honda Civic. Honda Accord. I had a Honda Accord, 2-door Honda Accord. It was red with a black hood. I made it look like it was a carbon fiber hood, but it was just a regular hood. And I used to leave the TVs on in the back, and I would have like BET Uncut playing on the that tip drill or something like that, or I would have Ussy Poppin' by Ludacris playing in the on the back TVs, and I would just be driving, and you would see people like get real close to my bumper, and they start beeping their horn, and they looking like, oh snap, because again, at the time I was only like 21 years old, so I was only like 20 or 21 years old when I was 20 when it happened actually, and me being 20 years old with the 4 TVs in my car and everybody looking, you guys used to have people pull up to the side. Like that's back when just to get a woman, all you had to do was have a ride. You didn't even have to have no game. You didn't have to pay her no money. They wasn't asking for shout out to Midwest. Yeah, that's one of my whips back there, man. It's getting fixed up right now. I mean, we getting it fixed up right now. That's the 1989 Fox Body convertible Mustang 2-door. Custom lights in the back, gold BBSs. Again, even though I travel a lot, when I'm home when it's warm during the summer, I like to go out, and I wouldn't have got this done, but what happened was that I used to be in a car club called Brick City GM, and Brick City GM Car Club was like the first ever car club in the area. Now there were bike clubs before. Got you. There were bike clubs before. Like shout out to Thug Riders, shout out to Bad Boys Bike Club in Newark, Shout out to Ghost Rider. Shout out to all the MC clubs in Newark. There was a lot of bike clubs, but we were the first. We were the first. We were the first car club in the area, and I was the youngest that was ever admitted to that car club because I had a young car earlier. My big body is still sitting in my house. I was going to get that fixed up for the event that I'm trying to tell you guys about, that they're having a reunion. But the issue was that I just put $7,000 in that car, a little bit over $7,000 in that car. And when I went to go start it, it didn't start right back up. And I was like, that's crazy. And I was like, I'm not finna put another $2,000-$3,000 to get it running. And it has a system, but it doesn't have a base system like this. So I decided for this reunion, I'm just gonna put a system in the car that I know runs clearly. Because what we do sometimes, most of the time, is we ride through the city. Like, you know how when somebody passes away and there's a funeral and everybody puts the lights on and they ride through the city and they ride through all the lights and stuff? Well, we do that with the cars. We used to do that. I don't know if we're gonna still do that now with all the stuff that happened. But we used to do that with the cars. And whenever we used to do that, I didn't want my Chevy to break down somewhere along the line. So I just say, yo, let me go with what I know is reliable, the old school Mustang. Let me see. Brick City Vegan. Yeah, I definitely didn't see Brick City Vegan in orange. I definitely see big Brick City Vegan in orange. I'm gonna get to y'all questions and I'll get back to the story, y'all. Benny Marble says, what's one piece of advice you would have for the newbies or younger guys coming up in the travel space? The biggest piece of advice I would have for the newbies or anybody coming up in the travel space is make sure your content is first about what you want to do. Don't worry about getting views. Don't worry about getting subscribers. Don't worry about getting likes. Don't worry about getting comments. Worry about doing what you really want to do. Because at the end of the day, if you don't get anything else, you're happy. But if you get all these views, all these likes, all these comments, all these subscribers, and then you realize I got 100,000 subscribers, I got millions of views, I got 100, 300 million views, and you realize the product that you put out is not something that represents you, you're gonna hate yourself in the end. And you're gonna try to go back to something that represents you, and people are gonna always remind you of how you got here. They're gonna say, yo, bro, your content was just you with creep cam glasses, getting girls and sneaking interactions with them without them knowing. That's your content, which is not a bad or a good thing. But if you can't live with that because you want people to see that your content is inspiring content where you show people your real life, they're never going to forget how you started and what blew you up. So the most important thing I would tell people is do what makes you happy, do what you think will represent you best, do what you feel is something that you can live with the rest of your life. Like, again, when it comes to creating content in a travel niche, because again, when you create content in the travel niche and you go to other countries, you can go viral easily. I'm not shout out to all the content creators, everybody got their own style, but let's say you go viral for doing something crazy in a country like Kenya, or you go viral for doing something crazy in a country like Colombia, where the girl is under your post cursing you out, she's contacting authorities, she's saying all this stuff, and now you can't go back to Colombia without having to worry about getting jammed up, or you can't go back to Kenya without them catching you at the airport and catch you slipping. Are you really willing to live with that? I don't think that's the best opportunity. Me as a person who's been doing YouTube for 17 years, I don't feel like that's a good way to go about things. But again, teach his own. Also, what would you tell the older guy sitting on his couch who feels he will never have a chance to do what you do traveling? We all die. I mean, I'm 42. Maybe I got 30 years left if I'm lucky. Maybe I got 30 years left if I'm lucky. Most black men die by the age of 72. My aunt just passed away. Rest in peace, Keisha. Aunt Keisha. She died at 59. My grandfather, he died at 72. Like, my family ain't the best we ain't the best in shape. Even if we are, we still got heart issues. We still got issues with cholesterol, high blood pressure and stuff. I'm sure you sitting on the couch have issues also. So if you knew for a fact that you was going to not make it to tomorrow, what would you do today? And that's why I say live like that. That's how you're supposed to live. Prepare for the future. Prepare for the future, but live in the moment. Live in the moment, but prepare for the future. Because everybody, we're walking around because we woke up yesterday or we woke up today thinking we're going to wake up tomorrow. And that's not true. Shoot, thinking that we're going to make it home safe. I might drive down the street and boom, somebody hit the car. I'm jamming the music. Somebody's not paying attention. Run me over. In that car, I'm gone. I'm gone. But everything I've done because I've lived for the day but prepared for the future, I'm happy because I've given so much information about life and things like that. So I would say that tell the guy again. I would tell the guy sitting on the couch, Joe, live like you're gonna die tomorrow. Because if you don't live like you're gonna die tomorrow, then you're gonna waste the day. You're gonna waste the day. And I don't mean like try to do everything at once. I mean like, hey, one thing, if I die tomorrow and I got to drive my car fully fixed up with the sound system, with a box in it, in my city where I grew up, in the cities where I did, I'll feel great about it. I'll feel great about it. Shout out to Showing Up in the Building. If I got to drive, even though the car I spent $7,000, more than $7,000. I spent $7,000 recently, but I spent more than $7,000 on the car. I spent more than $7,000 on the car for the old school car that my grandfather left me. And I got to actually record on YouTube a whole day of me driving around with this car, driving past the house that my grandfather used to live in, driving past the hood in Newark where I used to live, driving in Weekway Park, driving around with the top down, with the dice in the mirror. Like, I got that in my memories because the day that I fixed it and I got it out, no matter how much money I paid, I was like, yo, if I die tomorrow, I'm happy with that life. You know what I mean? Shout out to Showing Up again. Shout out to Showing Up in the Building. Shout out to D Kirk in the building. Dog, last year, Cali, Columbia. If for whatever reason, I don't make it to Cali, Columbia this year, let's say I die or pass away before I make it to Cali, Columbia this year. What happened in Cali, Columbia last year? All the people I met in Cali, Columbia. I don't think this year will top it. Pause. But I just feel like I could live with that. I could be super excited if I just got to live in my memories over and over because I know how much stuff I got to do, how many people I got to meet, how much experiences I got to have. Like, and even when we talking about the women, y'all understand having a joint in the pool is on camera too. You guys seen it. Having a joint in the pool, just in the jacuzzi. Or going to watching Steve. I gotta talk to Steve about that this year. I don't want to fight no Colombians this year. Having Steve like steal somebody's girlfriend on camera, and I'm watching it back, and the dude is in the background pissed, and Steve is just oblivious of the dude being pissed in the background. While it didn't turn out in a negative light, it was still funny going back and being able to watch that because we put together something amazing. You know what I'm saying? Because I planned it out. Because I say, yo, I want to take the chance when everyone else is not trying to take the chance on what they think Mentuition can do. There was a lot of people that was like, yo, I'm not going to spend no money on somebody recording me and do this stuff. But I've seen what's the possibilities, and I say, you know what? I don't mind spending money to get the best people at what they do to come record me because I know I'm the best at what I do. And if they the best at what they do, then we can put out the best content. And after that, you got the streaming universities, you got all this other stuff where people are doing something similar, but it's not the same because most of the people who have been doing it prior to Cali, Columbia, that was been live streaming and having somebody follow them around, it's all been scripted stuff. But Cali, Columbia is probably one of the first unscripted. Cali, Columbia was probably one of the first unscripted events, if not the first unscripted event where you seen somebody really that had no script, had a plan, but did not program or put out anything, go to different places in the country that they're not from, speak to different people in different languages, do all this stuff. There was no other content creator before this that did anything like that. No other content creator. What's up, man?
Whenever you get a chance, I gotta show you something.
I'll give me right back. Come on, show me.
Okay, this is how I had your radio installed.
This is gonna fit.
Here's the problem. See the RCA jacks?
Right.
From the radio to the RCA jack, correct? Look at your RCA jacks.
It's too small.
It's all fucked up. You see how the RCA jacks go
It's
in there
smooth,
just
right.
like this?
Right.
That's the equalizer that he sold you. The radio, they don't fit. I mean, if you want, what I could do is I can try to actually see if they're gonna fit.
All right, let's do that because the cheapest radio is probably expensive.
I mean, I have a radio I can install for you. I can swap it, but this one have Bluetooth, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
need Bluetooth.
the other one does not have it. Uh, but do you understand what
No,
I'm
I get
saying?
it because it's not fitting in the
You know
home.
what I mean? This is a fucked up radio,
Right.
basically. I'm gonna try to put something in there.
Mhm.
I need these to go in here.
All right. If they don't, can we see if we can find a cheap radio to replace it with Bluetooth?
If they don't, you're gonna be coming back tomorrow anyway. I will find you a cheaper than over here.
Yeah, like how cheaper?
Cheaper, trust me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I can get you similar to this radio right here, Bluetooth. You're probably talking about $60, and I'll install it for you. I won't charge you for the installation.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like that plan too. If you can't fix
I
it,
hope to God I can.
but if
fix
you
it
can't,
right now.
that's a great plan.
All right,
I
man.
appreciate it, man.
Just don't mention anything for him.
Mention what?
You have to go. That I'm getting you ready. You have to go over there so you can pay for those RCA jacks. He never sold them to you.
Okay. All right, man. But you still gonna put everything else in right so that
I'm
we.
gonna do everything.
Okay.
I
And
mean, again,
if
if that does not work,
then I just come back
I'm gonna
tomorrow.
do everything for you. So tomorrow I'm gonna bring you the box anyway.
All right,
You
perfect.
know what I mean? I'll put the box on the radio.
All right, cool.
All right.
All right, I'm back, y'all. All right, so we got a little hiccup there, but we're gonna get it fixed. It's $60 fix, and we're not too worried about that. But little fix, we're gonna get that fixed, y'all. But again, man, like again, I seen the vision. I seen what was possible, y'all. And again, I don't do stuff to just say I'm gonna be the first. It's just that when I do something when I see something that is not being done, and I feel as though it needs to be done, I don't mind being the first, especially if it costs me money. Like I didn't recoup any of the money I spent last year. Shout out to Flavor Media in the building. What up? I didn't recoup any of the money that I made from. I mean, I made off the videos. I didn't recoup any of the money that I spent to make the videos I did in Cali last year. Any of the money, like, okay, give or take, I made maybe $200-300. Cool, but over time, will I make it back? Yeah, I'll make it back. But it's not about when I make it back or how long it takes for me to recoup that money. It's more about something was done, and now people have an outline. When I went to Africa for the first time, there have been a lot of other content creators that went to Africa, all different parts. When I say Africa, I mean all different parts. South Africa, Kenya, Ethiopia. But the way I arrived in Africa, and I had the when I arrived in Ghana, and I had the African woman come pick me up from the airport, and I had my driver there, and it was just so organized and so well. People were doing that now, and no one else did it before. I've watched a lot of Africa content. Most of the Africa content is a lot different than the type of content we make, and that I make rather. But there have been nobody that have done that before. Having somebody usually they get there, but oh, this is a beautiful place. I can't believe I touched the motherland. They'll kiss the ground. They'll stomp their feet. They'll have all this stuff. Me, I had a nice little thick, light-skinned African joint. Come say what's up. I had my driver, what's up, introduce himself. We drove around the city. We went to different parts. I introduced you to people who are actually running the Afrofuture program to make things work, which is the biggest program in Ghana that those parties and events every year. So like I don't do stuff just to brag about being the first. I do it because it's need to be done. Like that way of life needs to be shown. Not everybody is going to be for the let's go to an educational way to go back to Africa, and go back to Africa, and let's unite with the African people, and let's do this and let's do this. That's just not going to work for every generation of people. That's not going to work for every generation of people. It don't work for me. It's kind of boring. But so again, I felt as though rather than knocking or rather than talking bad about the people who have done something similar earlier, let me just go show you how to do it with style. Let me go show you how to go to Colombia and learn how to speak the language and really interact with the people and go and you'll see me on stage doing salsa and interacting with the audience. Like I feel like hopefully me initiating everything will create more people who will do the same, rather than people who are just, and there's nothing wrong with it, just sitting on the couch, or rather with people who are just going to watch the sites. Oh my God, look at the Mona Lisa. It's so beautiful. Yeah, well, but what about all the people around you that's speaking French, that are looking at you because they don't understand what you're saying? Like, involve yourself with them. Parlez-vous français? Bonjour. Comment allez-vous? You know what I mean? Like, talk, have a conversation with them. Or the people in Cartagena, the people in Brazil who see you, and they see you on the beach, or they see you in Salvador, or they see you in Sao Paulo, and they're like, bon dia. And you're like, huh? Nah, I wanted somebody that can go there, and I wanted to be that somebody that can go there and be like, yo, bom dia. Eu falo português. Que bueno, it's good, man. Like, so, like, again, that's just me. That's just me. Show Enough said, I was watching your masterclass on live streaming. Yeah, again, even though the Cali, Colombia was the beginning of the masterclass, as far as showing people how showing people a way that works for you to do it in real time, I knew I had to put together another masterclass that showed you the technology behind it, because I could show you how to involve with people. I could show you how to interact with people. I could show you how to plan out, go to places, how to shoot IRLs, tell you, hey, go on this angle. Say, hey, Steve, hey, Al, when we go past this walkway, put the camera down, because the police will let you in with it. But if they see you pointing it at them, they're going to shut the live down. Or yo, watch this. You stay back here. I'm going to go up to the girl. Once I go up to the girl, I'm going to come up, and then I'm going to introduce you. Like, you know, if you had like somebody like Castanat tell you, you ain't supposed to have the cameraman talk. But I feel like everyone in the vicinity has to be like interactive, or it just looks weird. It just looks weird. It looks weird. Like if I got a cameraman, the cameraman ain't talking. It looks super weird, because now in reality, it works for when you when you script something like a stream university. When you script something, it works. The cameraman don't say nothing, it works. But when you're in real life and you got somebody sitting there like this, if you're in front of a beautiful woman and you're talking, but the guy's just sitting at y'all looking like this woman's gonna walk away. She's not gonna feel comfortable, because she's gonna be like, who is this goofball just sitting here? Why he doesn't say nothing? I can't say hello to him? Again, that's why, again, this is the real world IRL versus like a scripted version of what you'll get from other creators. Not to knock them, just to show you that there's a difference. Let me see. But I definitely had to show you guys the type of stuff I use, as far as the cameras I use, the Ultra or the iPhone 17. I also had to show you guys the simple routing router. Again, you still to this day, and it's crazy. It's crazy, but still to this day, you have people who refuse to buy this, and their service is always messed up on their live streams. I don't understand. I just don't understand. But again, to each their own. I feel like eventually people will get it. But the fact that I put it out on the live stream, I showed you guys what I use this one, or I use the Osmo Pocket for live streaming, or I use the Starlink for connection. Once it's out there, it's out there. Whether people take the information or not, whether they credit me for giving them the information or not, it doesn't matter to me. But once it's out there, at least people got a chance, because I never had a chance. I had to find all this out myself. I had to go through 3 different routing routers. I had to go do 3 different roaming Wi-Fi routers to find out which one worked best in different countries, which one more likely worked in more countries. I had to sign into and see how I could use Starlink in different countries, realizing that I had to sign into Starlink in the United States first before I could use it over in different countries. I had to learn what how many gigabytes I needed for my Osmo Pocket versus how many gigabytes I needed for the phone, and then to learn that I could be on the phone for 11 hours and only use 3-4 gigabytes. But if I'm on an Osmo Pocket for 2 hours, I might run through 8 or 9. So again, different stuff I had to learn, but it cost me to learn that. But I'm sharing it with you guys, sharing it with the world for free. You don't have to sign up for no consultation. You don't gotta go sign up for no course. You don't gotta pay me for that. I'm teaching you guys for free, because I feel like the more of us out there that tell our story, the more inclusive the world will become. I really need to get something to drink, so give me a second, y'all. It's Chinese store. You got it?
No. I drilled this,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a dud. So they actually have those. Those are not functional.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna go do, instead of you paying $60 for a radio,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get you a high-low converter.
What's that?
High-low converter is I'm gonna convert from regular speaker wires to those,
Okay.
so I can install it. It's probably gonna be $20 versus $60.
I appreciate that. And it get done now.
I'm gonna do it. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
'cause I need to listen to the music before you leave.
Perfect. Is this a store right here, or is this
This is a restaurant.
a restaurant?
Yeah.
Should get a water. All right, thanks.
All right, but like I said, I'm gonna go get you the high-low converter, but you still need to go in there and just.
Yeah, I cover him.
All right.
I want to wait till you get back before I go, so somebody's here.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right.
So it's gonna be 2 RCA jacks plus the high-low converter.
All right, got you.
You need something to drink?
Water.
I'll
I appreciate it. Wait, they have Gatorade around here?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got it, man. I got it.
Nah, just give me a Gatorade, man.
What kind of Gatorade you want?
Well, keep the rest for you. But just yellow.
Yellow Gatorade?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, man. Again, like I like getting everything done at once. Like I could just buy a new radio, the $60 radio. It's not gonna be a big thing for me. It's just that I like whatever I want to do. I kind of really want to get it done now because I want you guys to hear the sound. I want to hear the sound. I want to be able to get all that stuff. Restaurant over there. Oh shoot, what's going on? I just realized. What up? Flavor Media in the building. If you guys haven't ever thought about doing music, or if you ever thought about how you can make beats, check out Flavor Media. Brother, I work with, good brother, friend that really knows his stuff. Like he really knows the sounds and stuff. I was just watching the video he had earlier with the snare and the different sounds of the snare and how he adjusted it to make it sound more of a holistic boom. And again, that's stuff that you might not be interested in, but you might be able to learn something from it. So go check out Flavor Media channel, y'all. Again, I'll bring you guys a little bit closer so you guys can see the work that's being done right now on the Mustang. Again, I got lucky because right now it's not raining. We had a good day. We can come out here. We can put the Chiba in here. We can put the big box in here. I don't even think we got the big box yet. To be honest with you, I don't think the big box came yet. Convertible Mustang drop top. Changing all the pieces, wiring. Got the gold BBSs. You see them spinners on there. Got to get clean. Everything got to get clean, but we'll clean all that stuff after we get the box and stuff put in. Again, y'all. Like that shit looks super good, yo. Super good, yo. Cars ride by with the booming systems. Cars ride by with the booming systems. Yeah, it's a good shot right there. Might have to take a screenshot of that right there. That might be a new screenshot of the live stream right there, something like that right there. Bang. All right. All right, we back. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Equalizer have it built in.
Okay. All right, so water's good, but the electrolytes that come from can't even say yet. They don't sponsor me yet. Give you a new refreshing taste, y'all. Try to get back where we was at. There we go. A little bit more further down. I think it's okay, but a little more further down right there like that. That's good right there. Perfect. Let me see our comments. All right. Yeah, if you guys got any questions, we just sitting here till it's done. Might be another hour, who knows? But you guys got any questions about anything? Come chat with your boy. Um, oof, good. Oof, feels good. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, let me see. See if I missed any comments. Um, yeah, let me see. But yeah, man, I've had so many cars, y'all. This is since we car talk. I've had so many cars in my lifetime. Um, the car my grandfather left me, the Deuce and the Quarter. I've spent altogether. Let's see. I've spent almost $20,000 on this car, on the other car, and it's not running the way I wanted it to run. I spent almost $20,000. One time recently, I spent seven and some change. When I went and got it, I had an accident. I got it painted. I got the bumper pulled out. I got the stuff lined up. I got it tuned up. I got all that stuff done. That was about 6,000. No, that was seven. About 6,000. No, that was about $7,000. $6,500 really. And then the system, at least the car system I put in, there was another couple hundred, like maybe like 400. So maybe I spent like what, 6 plus 7. Maybe I spent like 13,000. No, more than 13,000. I spent almost 14,000, at least 14,000 on it. I spent at least 14,000 on my car, on the other car, and it still doesn't run the way I want. It looks the way I wanted it to look. It's soft on the inside, but it doesn't run the way I wanted it to run. I had a Monte Carlo. I had 2 bubble Chevys, one blue, that painted blue, one I painted purple. I had Impala. I had a Chevy Cavalier. My first car, I crashed it in like a week. Cars has always been something that like even my grandfather had in his entourage, and I ended up having a bunch of cars. I had a Mercedes. I had a couple of Mercedes. The first Mercedes I had was my Mercedes my grandfather gave me after I crashed my car, and it was like a heavy duty car, heavy duty Mercedes. Hold up, somebody's calling right now, but they'll leave a message. I'll get back to them. Let me know if you guys can still hear me, y'all. Give me a 1 in the room if you can still hear me, because I know sometimes after somebody calls, it messes up. Give me a 1 if you can still hear me, y'all. If you can't hear me, give me a 2. Look at this snicker, boy. Ain't sure enough. Again, like a lot of people, they want to push. I appreciate it, man. A lot of people want to push everything too much to the max. When I say this is what I mean by that. They'll say, don't buy any cars and don't fix up your cars, because if you know you're going to retire, you can spend it so better overseas. You can spend it so much better overseas. You can do so much overseas if you don't have that money. And some people say, yeah, but if I'm going overseas all the time, every single time I travel, it costs me more money. And if you're not living there consistently, now you're still wasting money. I tell you, I feel you got to find some balance in between. And I say it over and over again. I feel like this is a balance. Like, I don't really buy jewelry. I don't really pop bottles in the club that much unless I'm going like to Dallas or somewhere outside of United New Jersey with my friends for a birthday party or celebration. But at the same token, when I'm overseas, I turn up, man. I mean, we do what we do. I feel like this is the balance, y'all. Getting ready, riding around something smooth on a nice sunny day. I might take it to work one of these days of the week. I don't know. I might take it to work and just drive to work in it. You know what I mean? Maybe after I get a car wash or something. We'll see. You guys got any questions or anything? We'll just sit here waiting for the music so you can hear the music, and then we'll when the music goes up, we'll end it so we don't get this copyright. We don't get this copywritten. We'll end the live stream once the music goes up. Man. But yeah, Cali, Colombia, y'all. We're back in Cali, Colombia. We'll be literally back in Cali, Colombia on the 15th. We'll be back in Colombia on the 14th. But we'll be in Bogota for like 2 hours. I would love to have stayed overnight in Bogota so I could invite my friend to come hang out. But because the flight in Bogota is really, really late on Friday, which is rare, normally the flight is at 5 o'clock on Fridays. And I get to Bogota at nighttime. I stay in a hotel for the night, and the first thing in the morning I come to Cali. But for some reason, the flight to Bogota this time from Newark, New Jersey is at 11:45, which means I get to Bogota probably around like 4 o'clock in the morning. And then the flight from Bogota to Cali is at 6 o'clock. So it's like I'm not even gonna be in Bogota. I'm not even gonna leave the airport in Bogota. I'm just gonna go straight to the flight, and my bag goes straight to Cali, Colombia. Hopefully, my bag goes straight to Cali, Colombia, and I don't have no issues because I'm flying with United. United has been really good. United has really got me through this year as far as going to Colombia. I think every single flight I've been on has been United. Every single flight to Colombia I've been on to United. JG, what up? What up? What up? Yeah, I might drive to work to put the sound on and stuff. You know what I mean? But it's got to be a day when I know it's not gonna rain. It's got to be a day when I know it's gonna rain. Go BBS is fire. You see them Go BBS shining over there, man. Something light with the spinner caps on them, Dayton spinner caps. Yeah. So I don't know if I'm I gotta find out when I can drive it to work when it's not raining. Maybe I can't even do a Jeep talk because it's not a Jeep. I would say I would do a Jeep talk, but be in the car on the way to work. But nah, not at all. Man, bro, like, then it's gonna be like I said, I got a trip to Cali, and then I got one more trip, and I'm saying it's October. It's gonna be in October. My brother's birthday. We got a trip coming out. I don't know if my brother wants to go yet. That might be 2 trips. If my brother wants to go somewhere, that might be 2 trips that I'll have coming up as after Cali. But I definitely got one other trip coming up after Cali, hopefully. It's gonna be fun though. And we go, cars ride by with the booming systems. Cars ride by with the booming systems. Bottle flip. Meantime, I could try to find some stuff on Tinder because the Instagram I know that's okay. I just want to see more photos of you. Unless you want to give me your WhatsApp and send them there? Question mark. Put that in. Translate. Replace. Send. We got a good couple Tinder matches for Cali. Again, I don't even know how, like, with this Cali trip, I don't even know how I want to move with the ladies. I'll tell you this much. I do have one lady who I'm flying out. The woman who might be carrying the seed for the future. I do want to fly her out, and I do have plan to fly her out and spend 2 days with her because she has to work Friday, so she'll get there Saturday after work, which is like Saturday night, and then she'll stay till Monday morning, and she has to go back to work. So she'll be there Saturday night, Sunday, and Monday, which means that Friday, for those that don't know, in Cali, Colombia, Friday is the Boulevard. Now, Friday Boulevard, you don't really need to have anything lined up. Just giving you guys a lineup, yo. Friday in the Boulevard in Cali, you don't really need to have any women lined up to hang out with on Friday. You don't really need Tinder for Friday because all you got to do is go to the Boulevard and you can pick something up. Whether you want a non-pro or pro, you can pick something up. Now, it does seem to be better sometimes if you're filming, if you're creating content, to bugs and stuff. If you're creating content, it may be better to have something lined up already to go with you to it may be better to have something to go with you to the boulevard if you're filming content. So if you're a content creator, out there, I don't know, sure enough, if you're going to content creating route this time, if you're going to be in Cali and you're going to go to Boulevard del Rio, maybe you might want to bring something because it could be a better vibe. You can get better footage. The first time I went to Cali, Colombia, and I went to Boulevard del Rio, me and Stillmatic, we brought 2 joints with us. So you'll see us on the Cali video with 2 joints. The second time was last year when we went to, this is the second time I went to Cali, but the second time I went to the Boulevard last year, I went with all the homies and we didn't bring anything, but you actually see the girl, like you can actually see in the video, if you watch the Cali video, the entire video, you will see me meet a woman, a chocolate woman from the Pacific Coast. You'll see me meet a woman in the streets. We dance. I get a number. You'll then see her about 2 to 3 hours later in the club dancing with me, right? And then about right after Intuition left, you'll see me do a separate live with just me and her at the club, right? And then after that, if you watch the next live video, you'll see her cooking breakfast in the morning in the condo in the Airbnb I was staying in. And if hopefully you don't know, if you understand that whole was not even playing, nothing was playing. All that was organized, but as far as a plan to do, but nothing that was like set up. It wasn't I know this girl in advance. It wasn't anything like that. What it was I met her. Her friend got the number of my homie G. G ended up having a friend to come through. The friend came through. She said, "Want me to bring my other friend?" G told her, "You should bring your other friend." She came through, and then, afterwards, we went back to the crib. We hung out, and then in the morning she left and she went. She cooked breakfast. She cooked breakfast before. She didn't leave in the morning. She left in the afternoon, and she cooked breakfast before. All that stuff is on YouTube, on Instagram. On YouTube. That's all on live. All that's on live. So that shows you that if you're going to Petronio Alvarez Music Festival this year, and on Friday for the Boulevard, you don't need necessarily to go and bring a girl with you or go and Tinder to find one. You can walk down the street and you can find one. Kings and Dreams, he had about 3 that he could have left with. I think he ended up leaving with one of them. Who else was there? Stillmatic had one already back at the house, and so he just left it at the house. And then again, man, so like you can get whatever vibe you want, man. So dope. It was so dope. Non-pros. G said, I think once they come over here, they start smelling themselves and they think they're top tier. But if you go to their country, they're average. It's not the women. The women don't change. What changes is the laws. So for example, if you have a girl in Colombia or you have a girl in Brazil and she's in Brazil or she's in Colombia, she's in Thailand, she's going to be one type of woman. When you bring her to the United States, because the laws are different from Thailand and Colombia and Brazil, she's going to start adapting to the laws and realizing that she can do stuff and get away with stuff that she wasn't able to get away with in her own country. So she's going to change also. It's not going to be as bad as a woman who's already been here, because the woman who's here already knows all the rules and has grown up on the rules and been raised by the rules that she knows how to change and manipulate. But it's the same thing if you send a woman to another country. If you send an American woman to another country who knows how to work the system in America, she's going to get to another country and she's going to have a cultural shock because she can't do what she did over there. And either she's going to come back to the States or she's going to transmogrify herself more into the women of that country. So again, it's never the women that are the issue. It's never the women that are bad, whether it's black, whether it's white, whether it's Latina, whether it's Mexican. It doesn't matter. Indian. It's not the women that are making things hard with dating and stuff like that for a lot of people. It's the actual rules that they're able to apply that makes things a lot harder and more difficult. For example, YouTube is not promotion. YouTube is not promotion. YouTube is not promotion. If I can go down the street and try to talk to a girl, a woman, and she gives me the rig of the road, maybe because I'm too short, maybe because I'm too big, maybe she don't like my hairline, and she gives me the rig of the road. She says, I don't want to talk to you. I don't like the fact that you drive an old school car. I want you to drive a Lexus. I might not be inclined to want to talk to another woman. But if in that same city, in that same country, I know I can go in this door right here behind me and get something for $21 and knock the boots out of it, I no longer will approach that woman. And if I do approach that woman, the moment she doesn't just jump right on me, I'm just going to the $21 spot. That is going to change the way that woman acts, because the woman will change because the rules changed. The rules change in saying that you can now go to a $21 spot and get all the box you want and not have no issue, means that I don't have to be pressed about this woman who wants me to be 6 foot tall, who wants me to be I'm six figure, but wants me to be a 7-figure guy, who wants me to have a six pack, who wants me to have a decent hairline or something like that. I don't got to worry about that woman no more. And she knows that. She knows I can just go to this $21 spot right here and it's legal. She will not give me a hassle anymore. So again, a lot of people think it's the women. A lot of people say it's the women. It's not, man. She won't give me a hassle anymore if this was legal in the United States and at the price that it is. Like, when I say legal in the United States, I don't mean like Las Vegas, because you go to Las Vegas and you want to go get you a woman, it's going to still run you. First of all, it's going to run you $700 to get to Las Vegas, maybe $800 to get to Las Vegas. Then you want to get a woman that's of quality, it's going to run you another $500, maybe $1,000. Versus I can go get a woman of at least a 6'7" quality in Barranquilla, and 6'7" quality in Rio de Janeiro, 6'7" quality in Costa Rica, and I can give her $30 and I'm gonna have all the fun I want for the whole night. So it's a different, it's the rules. Again, I try to show you different ways. It's always going to be the rules that of that country that you're in, or that city that you're in, that's going to determine how hard it is or how easy it is to date women in that country. Because when a woman knows that you have options, 21, she's less likely to impress on you this major requirement of what you have to do to get her to court her. I mean, she's gonna cut back on all those requirements. She's not gonna want you to be 6 foot. She's gonna settle for 5'7". She ain't gonna want you to have a 6-pack. She might just want you to bring a 6-pack when you go to see her. She's not gonna want you to have 6 figures. She gonna want you to have a job. You could be at McDonald's. It's not gonna matter once that changes. Again, and that's the main difference between women overseas and in the States, man. Main difference. He said Flyboy, aka 21 Savage, is crazy. JG said, "Oh, that's true. I can see that." Yeah, man. Again, it's just the way life is. You know what I mean? But people will try to explain it in a more complicated matter, complicated understanding of like, well, no. What happens is guys don't want to make themselves look better. They don't want to look max themselves, or guys don't want to be in the gym getting a 6-pack, or guys don't want to try to make as much money as they can and work all the time. It's all on the guys, when really it's nothing on the guys, because the same looking guy with a stomach that's short, that has a hairline like this, that has grays in majority of the countries, they get in the most baddest joints. They get in the 21-year-old, they get in the 22-year-old, they get in the 23-year-old, they get in the girl that's fresh out of the magazine, the slim one you see in the damn, that's crazy, sure enough. Hey, listen, man, there's no rush, man. Cali hopefully will still be there next year, be there the following year. I'll be back in 2 years after I come back from Thailand next year. But again, like, again, man, listen. One thing I saw in Santa Marta, when I was in Santa Marta, the one thing I saw over and over again is I saw 45 to 65-year-old guys with 21 to 22-year-old women, or 23-year-old women with like 4-year-old kids. And I was like, damn, like, is this a regular thing? So I actually asked the girl that I was with. I'm not on live stream, I'm not on YouTube, so I can't show you the video. But what I did ask, I said, is this normal where all of the guys that are like 50 and 60 years old have like a 24-year-old and they have kids already that's like 3 or 4 or 5? And they go, yeah, because because that's just the way it is. Like women want the stability that comes with those guys with the beards and with the hairlines and stuff like that. Sure enough said I got sick after Cuba and I missed work. Plan to go to Kenya this October. Okay, that's what it is, man. Listen, there's nothing wrong with switching it up. For me, I think I'm good on Kenya. Would I go back to Ghana? I think so. I would want to go back to Ghana. Because I have connections there. My daughter's Ghanaian. I'm pretty sure she's gonna go over there now that she got her license. I'm pretty sure she's gonna go over there for a while with her grandmother. Would I go to Ghana? Yeah. Would I go to Kenya? Nah. Cuba, I definitely want to go back to Cuba. It's just that I got to lock in this Colombia thing. Again, I'm not afraid. I'm just cautious of what the future may hold with access to go to countries without getting like a residency or getting a stronger visa or something like that. And I kind of want to get and put myself in a position when the kid is born. I want to put myself in a position when I have a kid in Colombia where I don't have to worry about not being able to go to Colombia anytime I want. And that'll be like that. Then it'll officially be my second home. Once that happens, it will officially be my second home. And then I can go to other places. Like saying, I will be going to Thailand next year instead of Cali, but yeah. Let me see. Tim Howard says, oh, my fault. Let me I don't skip anybody. Slice Bread, what up? He says, you ever been to Amsterdam, Fly? No, I have not been to Amsterdam. The district is crazy. It's like a supermarket, you picking whatever you want. I hear that. Shout out to Razor Rays. I believe Razor Rays went to Amsterdam, and when Razor Rays went to Amsterdam, he was trying to show, certain areas you can't film, but you can kind of see like in the windows where the girls will be sitting in the windows, you just pick them out. I feel like that's cool, but I feel like Amsterdam is still at a higher level of cost and expense for that luxury. It's more of a luxury than a standard. And that's why I feel like Amsterdam kind of like derails from just that experience, because when something becomes like a luxury thing, it's like you got to pay high price for it. Now, if you got it, you got it. But even when you got it, you still don't want to have to. You still want a choice to either go luxury or go base minimum. I might, again, when I'm in Colombia or I'm in Brazil, and I just so happen to want to have some fun, and I don't want to have to quote unquote love bomb a woman or tell a woman lies to get her in the bed with me. I'm going to say, all right, I got two options. I can go to the high class place where I know, and we can keep the option the same. I can go to like if I go to Medellin, I can go to like La Isla, where I have connections with the people in there, where I've done videos inside La Isla, where most people can't even get inside La Isla with a camera. I've done professional videos inside La Isla as interviews where I got shown La Isla all around La Isla. I got videos like that. And if I go there, I can get the top quality. But then I could also go to the Blue Door. And in Blue Door, I can get something quick and inexpensive. So I have an option. I don't have to just be cheap and go somewhere to Blue Door. Or I can go to Pablo's Casa, or I can go to La Isla. I can go to any of those other places if I want to spend more money. But in Amsterdam, it feels like all they got is La Islas. And all they got is the Pablo Casas. So you have no choice, but if you're going to come out of pocket, nice. And again, that's not really my vibe. I like the option thing about it. Let's see. Tim Howard says, I always say it's the laws, the court, and the media. Again, that's the only thing that's different, man. It's the only thing that's different between United States women, maybe even men, United States women and men, and Colombia men and women and men, or Brazil men, women and men, or Trinidad women and men. The only thing that's different is the laws in the country where they live. Because if the laws were all the same, people would react the same. Your reaction would be the same if the laws are the same. The way you act will be the same if your laws is the same. But the laws are not the same. So because the laws are not the same, people act different. Life is different. Again, getting sick in Cuba is crazy, though. Getting sick after Cuba. But I mean, again, for the most part, we all get some kind of sick after Cuba when we eat certain food or drink certain water, or we eat the ice, and the ice is supposed to be put with bottled water, but the ice is really the tap water. So I'm usually sick like 2-3. I'm usually like not sick, but I usually got diarrhea like 2 or 3 weeks after Cuba. But after like 2 weeks, it gets better and it goes away. I usually don't have to take nothing for it. But yeah. Um, Vitamin Skip says, where is the best place to go in Colombia for travel if I'm trying to see good views and culture? If you want to see good views, I'm imagining you're talking about mountaintops, rivers, beaches, maybe buildings. The best place to go in Colombia would be it's tough. If you went to city vibe, Bogota. I know a lot of people say Medellin. I don't agree. If you went to city vibe and you want to see the skyscrapers, you want to see the top you want to see the whole area from Montserrat, Bogota. Bogota got some epic views. And it has different varieties. You can go to Candelaria and you see a whole different type of area. And you can go to Montserrat, you can see the whole Bogota. You can go to outside to the mountains. You could, yeah. So if you want to see water and stuff, it's a little bit more difficult there in Bogota. But I would still say Bogota over Medellin. If you want to just see mountainous rivers and stuff like that, Guadalupe. You can't beat that. Guadalupe is the closest thing to remind me to Costa Rica, because Guadalupe got all the hills, it got all the stuff, it got a lot. It got the rivers, it got all that stuff. Yeah, Guadalupe. If you want the beach life, if you want that villa stuff, it might be a hot take. I would choose Santa Marta over San Andreas. And that's the order would be. It would be Santa Marta, San Andreas. There's not a big gap between them, but there is a difference between Santa Marta and San Andreas when it comes to what I would pick. I would definitely pick either Santa Marta or San Andreas. Santa Marta first, San Andreas second. Because the views in Santa Marta, bro, like, you don't understand. Y'all might not understand. When I woke up and I follow me up. I woke up, I moved one woman off of me, I moved the second woman off of me, I slid up, I looked, and then I looked up and I seen a view of the whole ocean with the two sides and the beach. Santa Marta. And when I say Santa Marta, I'm including Tagagna, I'm including Minca, I'm including all of that in that Santa Marta region. Minca is the mountainous top that has the waterfalls and the trees and like the Amazon look. And then Santa Marta has like the downtown area with the stuff. And then Tagagna has the right on the beach type vibe. So, and all that is still in the Santa Marta area. I'm saying that more so than San Andreas. San Andreas would be second, because with San Andreas, I drove around the whole island. San Andreas does have a mountaintop, but because San Andreas doesn't have the building overlook, it's okay. But from drone, it's not. But from drone, it's not like it's not comparable to Santa Marta. It's not comparable to Santa Marta. The beach, if you go to the island, yes, it has the island, which Santa Marta has an island somewhat too. So it just, yeah. Again, for me, I'd say Santa Marta, San Andreas for the beach, Bogota for the city look, the city views, high skyscrapers. You want to be in your apartment in the jacuzzi and look over the whole city. Bogota, Guadalupe if you want to be out in the hills, you want to be on the mountain, you want to be seeing the rivers, be out there and seeing the people with the with little villages and stuff. Guadalupe. So yeah. Show Enough says, I've never been to Africa, but I've touched down in the motherland, but I have to touch down in motherland before Thailand. Because I want to do Thailand so bad as well. Thailand is the only other place that I want to go before I retire. I don't really have any places that I really, really want to go before I retire. And the way I'm going to do Thailand, and I said it before, if somebody does it before I get there, because I'm saying it over and over again, I don't care, I'm still going to do it the same way, is Every single video I see in Thailand is you go to Bangkok for a day, they go straight to Pattaya. They go to Bangkok for a day, they go straight to Pattaya. They land in Bangkok, they go straight to Pattaya. That seems to be the similar thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I see every single creator do that way. The way I want to do my trip to Thailand, and the way I plan to do my trip to Thailand, is to go to Bangkok for about 3 days to 4 days. And when I go to Bangkok, I'm not going to have anything but the backpack on my back, the clothes on my back, and the backpack. In the backpack, I'll probably have my drone, I'll have an Osmo Pocket, I'll have my camera, my chargers, and I'll have anything like electronically I need to get through. I'm going to go to the mall in Bangkok, and I'm going to go shopping. I'm going to get 2 suitcases. I'm going to go shopping in the mall in Bangkok, and I'm going to get a whole outfit for my whole trip in Thailand. Mind you, that means I'm going there with nothing but the drawers on my skin. The drawers on my skin and the clothes on my back is the only thing, and my sneakers. And I might not even go with no sneakers. I might just wear flip-flops, y'all. I might just wear flip-flops. I might not even take no sneakers with me. Everybody gonna be looking, you don't got no bags, sir? No, I don't have any bags. You don't have no bags, no bags. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna buy all the clothes over there. I'm gonna buy all my sneakers over there. I'm gonna buy anything that I need over there, toothbrush, toothpaste. I'm going with just my stuff in my back and a backpack. That's it. Maybe I have some deodorant because I don't want to come off the plane stinking. I mean, I might have some deodorant. And then after 4 days in Bangkok, I'm going to go to Isan, because Bangkok to Isan, I feel like most people don't do that because Isan is a little further out, but it is pretty much the origin of a lot of stuff that you're going to see in Pattaya and a lot of stuff you're going to see in Bangkok. So I want to, before I go to Pattaya will probably be my last place I go. But before I go to Pattaya, I want to go from Bangkok to Isan. And when I get to Isan, I'm going to link up with which is a 1 GFE experience, and I'm going to have her take me around the culture. I don't mean like just going to the best parties. I want her to take me like where they go to eat, where they go to conjugate, what they do during the day. I want to take me around Isan. From Isan, I'm going to go to probably Phuket. And in Phuket, a little more expensive. I'm going to move around Phuket. At each place I'm going to be for like 4 days. The only place I might be for longer than 4 days is either Bangkok if I need more time to buy clothes, or Pattaya at the end of my trip. So again, Bangkok 4 days, Isan 4 days, Phuket 4 days, Pattaya for maybe a week, maybe 5 days to 7 days. And that's how I'm going to do my little 2 week or 2.5 week trip to Thailand. Again, not just because I want to be the first to have done it, because that don't matter to me. It's just because I see that being a way that I want to see Thailand before I really just settle down and I'm in Colombia most of the time. Again, kid would be soon away in Colombia, and I'll be there often. I'll be pretty much an expat in Colombia. Let me see. He said, yeah, that is what the first 2 weeks were, horrible. Now, the first 2 weeks were diarrhea, but now I'm 5 weeks in. That's crazy. So you still kind of sick? That's bad. That's crazy. I've never done Bogota, but Medellin city views are effing amazing. I absolutely love it. Yeah, again, y'all know when I went to Medellin, I stayed in the most expensive place downtown, Parque Lleras. I stayed in Europa. Before everybody was staying in Europa, I stayed in Europa. We had me and DJ Chisel. We had a 2-bedroom suite with a jacuzzi, and he had his room with a John. I had my room with a John. Y'all remember Lily? And the view, you can see the whole parking. You can see the Parque Lleras from the view. And we wasn't even in the top floor. We was like on like the fifth or fourth floor. We wasn't even on the top floor. We could see the whole thing. So we had one of the best views of Parque Lleras. So I know what you mean there. But and I've also stayed in big buildings again. But again, for me, I think Bogota is just different when it comes to views. When that same similar view concept, Bogota is just different. JG said, would I do South Africa? Maybe. I'm not really in I've seen South Africa so much on videos. I'm not really in the super desire to do South Africa. Maybe after I retire. It definitely would be after. I wouldn't be before. It wouldn't be before, but maybe after I retire, it would be. I would go to South Africa just to check it out. But it's not nothing that really thrills me. Vitamins. We just went in depth with my Thailand plans. Again, I didn't plan it that way so I could be the first to do it. That's the way I want to see Thailand from the start to finish. And hopefully along that trip, I'll get to meet up with Zoom, and me and Zoom we can make some content together. Because Zoom and Check are probably the only two people that I haven't met yet along the way that I talk to often. I've talked to often, and we've done video content together online. Like Check and I, we did content online. We did a whole interview online before. And the crazy thing with Check and I, we should have been linked because I had the condo in Miami and Check lived in Miami, or close to Miami. So he lived in Miami. So it was like we just so happened to not be in town at all the times. Huh? No, he never gave you the plug for that box. What? Wait, he didn't bring the bag? Was it in the bag?
No, it's not.
That's not in the bag. So what do I tell him I need? The plug for the Chero box?
Yeah.
The plugs for the Chero box.
Yeah.
All right, I saw. Come on, y'all. We can move around now, y'all. We move around a little bit. Hold on a second. Let's move around. Take you guys with me. Come on, y'all. Let's take you guys with me now. We got the big I'm gonna get back to y'all comments when we stop again, y'all. But we getting to walk a little bit. The sun is out. The sun is hiding behind the clouds right now, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty relaxing. Oh, shoot, bus. One second, y'all. What's going on, man? He don't have the plug for the Chero box. It wasn't in the bag. The plugs for the Chero box, it wasn't in the bag.
All right, let me ask.
All right. Whew, it's hot, y'all. Give me a second. It's hot, y'all. Whew, it's hot. It's air conditioning feels good though.
I'll wait.
Oh, take the business card if you want. Oh, yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
All right.
So the plugs for the Chero box wasn't in the bag.
Oh,
Yeah. Let me pay for the RFF thing. RFS.
that one.
All right, I'm paying for the RS.
Okay. Cash or debit?
How much is it? It's like $20, right?
$20, yeah.
I think I got 20.
Cash.
It's hot, man.
Yeah. This one is for the Chero.
All right.
You do live video, right?
Yeah, I'm doing a live video right now. I'm like 2 hours in. All right, come on. Yeah. When I get the other car done. Remember I have to come. Where's the box that goes in there?
Which box?
The box that goes in the trunk.
He
He has it? Yeah. Okay, no. I'm gonna come back for that one. Probably I'll get back from Colombia, or early next year. I gotta see what happens in Colombia first. But I'm definitely come back for the kicker.
Okay.
And I need another. You don't have no more Cheros.
I'm getting more tomorrow.
Okay. Same size or bigger?
Same size.
Okay. All right. Oh no! Come on, bus. I thought I was gonna be able to make that. That bus was not gonna stop, y'all. That bus was not finna stop. Had to get the piece for the churro. Churro sound like a damn food, y'all. Give me a second. I'll get y'all comments when y'all. Okay. I was back over here, y'all, but now that it's not, the sun's not out, hopefully it don't start raining. I can move it over here a little bit, y'all. It's gonna be a different angle, but it's all right. Hopefully I don't flip around for you guys. Try to get it right. All right, we in a different angle now because they took our spot. What you guys are saying. So enough says I'm going to Medellin to bring in December, so I can fireworks at midnight. I forgot what shout out to Brand Joy from around the world. The festival they lose something like that, like the festival of lights they have in December in Colombia in Medellin. So that's gonna be dope. Luz de Prada, something like that. It's gonna be definitely a dope thing. I haven't been to Colombia during the New Year's yet, but if I do go for the New Year's, I'll be back in Barranquilla at my place, at my apartment in Barranquilla for New Year's. But I haven't been there for New Year's. I would like to go to New Year's, but it really depends because I don't want to overdo it. Because I will be going back to Barranquilla in February. But if I could bring a New Year's now, maybe I'll stop by because we'll see. Because I'd rather do New Year's than November. So, and December is all usually blacked out in my job, so it's not gonna be able to do it. JG said, "Damn, I remember DJ Chisel. DJ Chisel be all over the place, y'all. DJ Chisel was I think he was in Thailand. He was in Colombia again. I think he was in I don't know if he went back to Miami yet. He might still be in like Thailand or something. Or he was in South Korea. He was in South Korea with I forgot his name. He was in South Korea the other day. I think South Korea or China or something. I'm one of them Asian countries. Am I hitting up South Africa? We answered that question. JG said, man, that would be next level content for you out there in South Africa, especially with your personality. It would be crazy. Again, it's not really for the content for me. I'm cool with creating content wherever I go. It's just that right now my life journey is taking me to having a kid in Colombia, showing people how raising a family in Barranquilla is for a Black person in Colombia, and living there part-time, living in the United States part-time. All that's going to be part of where my content is going. I mean, yeah, I could be one of them people who just travel around the world, but I've been a lot of places already, man. How many places do you need to go before you really figure out what you like and maybe try something different, like starting a family or building an empire in these countries? Well, that's for me. Show enough say yes, doctor appointment at 4:30. Wait a minute, Show enough. Are you telling me you just getting the doctor's appointment after being sick for 4 weeks? Damn, brother. We gotta do better than that, man. What's the temperature up here right now? It's probably like 70, 79 degrees. Not that bad. With a little breeze, the sun made it a little bit hot, but right now without the sun, probably about 79, maybe 82 degrees. Show enough said you found your legacy chick in Colombia already. Every time we find one, things happen. So I won't say I found one until I found one. Till you see me have a kid with a woman, I won't say I have one. And I do have a woman who understands the plans I'm making, understands my lifestyle, because that's the most important thing. Yes, a woman, I can get a woman in Colombia to want to have a kid with me, piece of cake. Doesn't matter. I'm from the United States, I move a certain way, piece of cake. But the most important thing is her mental stability. She has to be able to put up with the fact that, or be understanding of the fact that I move how I move. You're gonna see me with other girls on camera. You're gonna see me doing other girls, but you're gonna be a main priority. And if you can accept being a main priority, understanding that I have other women, and I'm gonna be coming to Colombia back and forth for the next 6 to 7 years before I retire in 8 years, then if you can respect that and you can not be overly active, you don't have to be on camera as much. Like, we can make it work. And to me, the mentality is more important than the look. The mentality is more important than the financial stability that they have. The mentality is more important than a lot of stuff. So if they got a family and they got the mentality, it works for me. So right now, I have a woman who seems to have that mentality for sure. She comes from a good family. Her mother has a restaurant. She lives with her grandmother. They have a house. They don't live they live in strata 3, which is not the worst strata. So she has an idea what she wants for the future. That's another big thing. Like a lot of these people that want to have kids or want to have women in other countries, they want the best looking woman. But then that woman wants the high class lifestyle that they can't afford, or that they won't be able to consistently afford. That woman wants the Gucci and Prada, or that woman wants to live in a top high rise place. She wants $4,000 or $5,000 a month to raise the kids. She wants all this stuff. Now that's not a bad thing or a good thing. It's just basically in your budget. And are you willing to maximize your budget for that woman? And so for me, I've had a lot of prettier women than the one that attract. I've had a lot of more attractive women than the one that I'm working on now, as far as building a legacy with. But her mentality is better than almost all of them. Her mentality is better than almost all of them, because a lot of them just want, like, they want this lifestyle. And for me, like, although I can provide a lifestyle to a limit, it's like I don't really want that type of woman that want this high class lifestyle, because who knows if I'm able to provide it if I'm not around. You know what I'm saying? Who knows if you know what I mean? Who knows if anything? This is a really pretty girl over here. I was just trying to get her attention, but she's zoned out, so I can't even get over it. But I would like we got to throw out and everything. Fire. Let me see. You get a good deal, of course. Yeah, of course, good deal. Less than a buck, less than a stack. So it's good. The other one I'm gonna have to end up spending some money on, because I needed to sound real quality, because I drive it every day. This I drive like once a month, maybe twice a month, and then in the wintertime it just sits in the garage. But the Jeep, I'm gonna have to, like I said, so I might not do it to the beginning of the new year, because the Jeep I'm gonna have to put some work in, y'all. I'm gonna have to put some work in the Jeep. What precaution do you take not to get scoped? Shout out to Nigos B. Wildin. That's a crazy name. Shout out to Jay Boogie in the building too. What's up? What up? What precautions do I take not to get scoped when I go places in the world, let alone also Colombia? The first and major precaution I always take is that when I meet the woman, that's not the first precaution. The first precaution that I always take is that when I get the Airbnb, I get an Airbnb in a safe area, strata 5 or 6, and I get an Airbnb that has a security guard that checks the ID, and preferably takes the ID, especially if I'm in Medellin. I have a certain 1 or 2 Airbnbs I stay in. I have like 4 Airbnbs in one building, but I have 1 or 2 buildings that I stay in Medellin when I go, that take the ID and doesn't give the ID back until after the woman leaves. Also, what the building has is it has a door that locks. So when a woman comes, when somebody's trying to get out of the Airbnb facilities, they can't get out without somebody buzzing them out. Even if somebody comes to let them out, and it's 2 of them, the security guard gets out their booth, they walk over and they'll let one out. They'll say, hey, here's the ID. They'll let the other one, or where's the person you was with, or something like that. So that's the first step, even before meeting a woman. Secondly, when it comes to meeting a woman, I only deal with women who have Instagram. I don't deal with women who don't have Instagram. Why? Because unless I am sure that she's willing to be on camera for the channel and willing to do a bunch of stuff, I won't let women come over unless they got an Instagram. And the reason why I say this is this. For example, let me give you an example. There was a woman who allegedly scoped a lot of men. And in Cali, Colombia, I met her. And we went out on a date. And she came over at night. And we had our fun, and she left. The only reason why I invited her to come over and come out with me is because, one, while she said she doesn't have an Instagram, she was willing to be on camera once I told her I'm an influencer. 2, she was willing to be in public places, La Troja, which is a big place. And 3, I was going there also with a friend of mine named Kobe. So it wasn't just me, it was 3 of us that night. Another reason why I brought her back is because while we were there, I left her my phone and she recorded me and she didn't take my phone and dip. So all of those things, I screenshotted a bunch of pictures, I did all of that stuff, and somewhere along the line, I found out from a good friend that she allegedly had scopolamine a bunch of guys and had robbed a bunch of guys. When he told me that, I still said, okay, I know I'm going to have to play this a little bit tighter. A lot of people, I would say, just let her go. But for me, because again, I have a certain program that I follow, I said, let me play her a little bit tighter. Let me make sure when she poured our drinks, I swapped drinks. I said, hey, let you drink from me, I'll drink from you. And she didn't hesitate. When she didn't hesitate, it made me know, hey, she ain't got nothing in my drink, at least right now. Because if she had something in my drink, there's no way she would know that I would say, hey, let's swap drinks right now because I'm not that thirsty. And she drunk it with no hesitation. Secondly, before we had our fun, we got in the pool. Well, first we had our fun, and before we really got into the real fun of licking on the chest and stuff, we got in the pool. And before we even got to the first fun, she got in the shower before we got home. I got in the shower too because we've been out dancing. So that would have pretty much washed anything off. So again, there's a lot of precautions I take, and if I find out it's something extra like the women having scoping people, if I don't just say, hey, I'm gonna part ways right now, I'm going to take extra precautions. But those extra precautions are always, again, it's the same thing. If I see a drink, I'm most likely not gonna let a woman pour my drink. If she does pour my drink and I don't want to make her feel awkward, I'm gonna swap glasses and say, hey, you drink from me, I'll drink from you. Whether we got to do the little goofy thing where I wrap around yours and I'll pour you a drink out of my glass, and you wrap around me and you pour me a drink out of your glass. And at any time, if she hesitates, then I know, hey, it's something up. It's something up. Is she gonna scope herself? I doubt it. Nothing's guaranteed to stop you from getting scoped. Nothing's ever guaranteed. But the more steps you take to stop from being scoped, the more secure you're going to be. The first step, the ID. If a woman knows that her ID is in the hands of a security guard she doesn't know, and the security guard knows that she's upstairs with an American or a United States citizen or a Canadian or a foreigner or extranjero, the security guard is more likely to get her in trouble because he knows or she knows that, hey, if this guy gets scoped, I'm the person that's going to be at fault. I'm going to lose my job. That's what a lot of people don't understand. 90% of the people who get scoped in Medellin, maybe 95%, are in low income places where it's a strata 3, a strata 4, or it doesn't have a guard. There's the ones that had guards. Are there some rarely that have a guard that takes the ID that gets scoped? Maybe, yes, maybe. But it's 1-2%. 1-2% of the time does that occur. And again, I go on percentages. So those are the precautions I take when I go places. Those are the precautions I take not to get scoped, not to get robbed. Does it still happen? Do I slip up sometimes? Shoot, when I was in Cuba, I slipped up. Shout out to Show Enough in the building. When I was in Cuba, I slipped up. I paid the girl money. I paid the girl money before we even did anything. Gave her the money before we even did anything. This is not for promotion YouTube. It's just telling my story. I paid the girl money before we even did anything. We did our thing. Boom, boom, boom. We went to sleep. I don't normally say sleep around people, but in Cuba, it's a little bit different. Door locks. You can't get out the door without the key. We go to sleep. I wake up. She's still sleeping on me. Everything's still there. Cool. Go to sleep again, wake up. She's still sleeping on me. Everything's still there. Cool. I'm like, oh, she's that comfortable. I'm getting comfortable now because I went to sleep. I didn't have to worry about nothing. She ain't try to dip out. She ain't try to do nothing. Cool. I'm getting ready for the day. I'm getting dressed for the day. We got the driver outside for her. I got the driver outside for me. I leave the money that I have for the day on the counter. I hear the door knock. What happened? Oh, I went to door knock because I had to open the door for my friend. I went to open the door for my friend. I come back. She's like, oh, the cab's outside. She starts walking out the door. I'm like, I give her a hug. I walk her down to the cab. I walk back up. Oh, this is a successful day. I walk back up. It's a successful day. I get to the room. I'm like, all right, now we got to do today. We got to go catch this. We got to go catch this. The car, the old school car. We're gonna go and ride in. We about to do that. It's the last day here. I'm about to just chill. Cool. I start packing my stuff. I go reach for my money. $60 I left on the counter was gone. $60 that I left on the counter was gone. Now I had already gave her $50. I gave her $50. The plan was you was gonna take $50. She originally wanted $100. She gonna take 50. She ended up taking $50. The guy who was, I guess her pimp or something, was mad because she negotiated with me $50. I gave her the $50. She was cool, but I left $60 on the counter, or $60 in their currency on the counter. She took all the currency off the counter, so I wasn't able to really spend any money that last night I was in Cuba. And for those that don't know, if whatever you take to Cuba is all you got. There's no ATMs. There's no money in and out. And then she took the money and she rushed out. When she rushed, I didn't feel like she rushed out, but she was moving fast. She's like, "Oh, the taxi's outside. Come on, let me go." I'm like, "I'm walk you down, yada yada yada." But she took the money. She knew the money wasn't for her. I know. She knew the money wasn't for her because I paid her already. I paid her before we even started doing anything. Before the business got taken care of. So again, does it happen to the best of us? Yes, but it's a difference between getting scoped and getting money stolen from you. I don't think it was a robbery. There's a difference between a robbery and getting money stolen from you. A robbery is I got it in my hand, you take it from me. A robbery is you drug me, you take it from me. Stolen means I dumbly left it on the counter thinking that she was going to be cool because she hadn't tried to take nothing while I was asleep. She told me this story about her kids, how she had cervix cancer and all this stuff, and how she got rid of it. Now it's trying to regress, yada yada yada. She gave me the sob stories. We talked. I gave her the money. She was happy. We did our thing. Did the thing a couple times, and then I just trusted that she wouldn't take the money, and that's what happened. So unfortunately, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. It happens like that sometimes. So we all have our issues. We all mess up sometimes, and that's what happened to me. I lost $60 because I misstepped. But again, if I would have had security, I would have still not have checked the money. Who knows? She ain't run, but she had a brisk. Yeah, exactly. Smoke Dizzle. She didn't really run. She just walked pretty fast. She had a powerful stroll. She was down the stairs. She didn't want to take the elevator down the stairs. Cool. All right, cool. Hug when I got outside, turned around, got in the car and left. And the thing was, the place I was staying at the time was across the street from the Cuban military base down in Havana, Vedado. It was across the street, like literally across the street. Like there were guards outside. And a lot of times you don't know, Cuban women ain't supposed to stay the night at foreigners' houses. They're not supposed to stay the night at foreigners' houses. So the fact that she got let in, if I would have went outside and the guards would have seen her and me, it could have been a problem for her. Not so much me, but they could have tried to ask for something, but it would have been a problem, could have been a problem for her. And so I let her go out the door by herself, and I went back upstairs. What I told you happened, money gone. But again, in Colombia it's a little different. In Brazil it's a little different because the penalty of it is a little bit more than $60. The penalty of it could be you ended up in a bad situation, which is why precautions. Let me see. Show Enough says, I came out the bathroom and this chick had my wallet in her hand in Cuba. Hey man, listen, bro. Again, you gotta understand. What's going on, bro? How you doing, man? All right. Oh yeah, I'm streaming right now. Yeah, I'm live right now. Oh, YouTube. I appreciate it, man. The Flyboy way. One word. You stream? I appreciate it, man. Marquise, what's your name? Elvis, nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you. What you got? Huh? I got you.
Just follow you right away, bro.
I got you. Appreciate it, Elvis.
Support, you feel me?
Appreciate that, man. All right there. I'm actually live right now. Right, I appreciate that, Elvis. I got you, man. So yeah, y'all, look, you gotta love the support, man. Again, when you're in Jersey, that's why I love Jersey so much, man. I love living home, being home, man. You get so much people. Again, that's why it'd be hard for me to understand, like when people go overseas and they be like, the people in the States are so crazy, so things are so crazy. But in reality, everybody's just the average person, just trying to make a living out here, man. Trying to make something show. But let me see. Again, he said I came out the bathroom and she had a wallet in my hand, yo. Yeah, that's a crazy image, man. Like having my wallet in her hand would be snap worthy, man. I don't know how I react. I wouldn't know how I react to that, to a woman having my wallet in her hand when I'm coming out the bathroom. But again, show enough, I gotta put a little bit of blame on you, show enough. Why wasn't your wallet packed somewhere where she can't just easily grab it? Like even when I'm going out of the bathroom or something, man, I'm not doing anything like that where where a woman can do that, bro. Like look, normally I find a locked drawer or I lock my bag and in my suitcase I have a lock where they can't just easily just boom and go through my joint, man. So I don't know why your wallet was out, man. You need a jump starter? Okay. Let me see. Oh man. Baby shining, she's shining back there, bro. She definitely shining back there. I even put the keys that locks on the door in the safe, but not the wallet. Slipping on your pimping, man. God damn. Well, no, not really. Here's the thing. You were slipping, but you still was catching yourself because had you realized that your wallet was missing when the door was locked and she couldn't get out because she didn't have the keys, only one way it's going. You're gonna get it back. you're gonna get it back. So it wasn't completely slipping. It's kind of like me. It's like slipping, but I slipped. But it's like slipping, but you had a second level of protection. Now I mean, shout out to Mike Larry in the building. It's like slipping, but you had a second level of protection. So you had it pretty good, man. Again, while a lot of people understand that Colombia situation could end up, mostly Medellin, can end up more dangerous outcome than Cuba, I feel like Cuba women would be a little bit more desperate if given the opportunity. Not just they're trying to do it, because I don't think that's ever the case. I don't think the case is ever the woman is just scheming on you in Cuba. Even in Colombia, for the most part, I don't think a woman is just scheming on you. The majority of them, definitely not. Oh, there are some, yeah, but I think the issue is the opportunity. The woman seen the money on the counter. She had an opportunity to take it and get away because I wasn't in the room. If that money had not been on the counter and been in the drawer, do I think she'd have went through all the drawers to try to find it? No, I don't think so. It's opportunity, man. Not bad character, not bad energy, just the opportunity you give them. If you in Sosúa or you in Dominican Republic and you put a watch on the counter, you go to sleep, you leave the door unlocked, there's a chance the woman might grab the watch and run. But do I feel like she'll be going through your clothes while you sleep trying to find your money? I doubt it. Sometimes I just leave my wallet in my jeans and I'll put my jeans like in a dirty pile or something. Because I don't feel like I've ever met any woman to the point where she'll try to go through my jeans and find stuff, especially how I treat women as far as showing them a lifestyle. Could it happen? Yeah, but I don't feel like it does often. I mean, so let me see. I might have to take the mic off, y'all, because I might have to charge the phone. YouTube newsletter, Toronto Film Festival, how to grow with collabs. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Just checking a couple of messages real quick, y'all. Man. I'm so happy it end up being like this today, where it's not too much sun out. The rain is holding off a little bit now. I'm able to do this. 5.8 dropping the engine. Nah, Fresh Boy, we dropping the sound system. We dropping the bass and the treble in there. You see that? Churro over here? And then they're gonna put a box in the back, so have a little thump to it. Thump. We're gonna make it work, y'all. Again, I got like 10. Was it? I got 10 days, 9 days left. Let me see. I got 9 days left before I take off for Colombia. Been on Tinder. Looking at Cali. What? How many do I think I'll get off of Tinder? I think I have one. I think Friday I won't try to even do Tinder. I'll just try to grab something off of the muscle on at Boulevard del Rio. Cause no matter of fact, no, hold up. I won't even get there Friday, to be honest with you. I'm gonna get there Saturday. I'm not gonna get there Friday because I'm leaving 11 o'clock. I'm gonna be in Bogota Friday at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm gonna miss Friday because Friday's the 14th. Damn, I should have went to work Friday then. I gotta figure something out. I should have went to work Friday. Because if I he said from the Luna's video ice cream, I gotta see that, man. More people say it's more like the Minister Society car, but not as much as the Ice Cube one, but the Minister Society. But I think I messed up. I shouldn't have took off Friday. I could probably still change it. Well, I don't take off Friday because I don't need Friday off if I'm leaving at 11 o'clock at night. I can go to work and then go catch the flight at 11 o'clock. But if I was, maybe I can move it to Thursday at 11. Because if I can move it to Thursday at 11, then what I can do is, if I move it to Thursday at 11, then I can be in Cali on Friday. I need to see what days I schedule for off. Real quick, I need to see what days I have calendar. Hold on, I need to look at the calendar to find out what days I have. It's August, right? So if I can move my flight back to the 13th at 11:50 and then get to Cali on a Friday, that would give me a whole 10 days in Cali. I'm gonna see if United allows me to, because I did buy the flight change I could do. So I'm gonna see if United allows me to, later on tonight, I'm gonna see if United allows me to move it to the 14th. To the 13th at nighttime. Because if it allows me to move it to the 13th at nighttime, then I can enjoy the whole Friday. Hold on.
That radio, gotta go.
Okay.
I'm not getting any audio out of it.
No?
No.
That's good.
See, let me show you. This is connected. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Amplifier. The wires, see, it's on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is connected.
It's on.
It's on. Equalizer is connected. I can't even go to channels on that. I have never in my life seen any worse radio than this one.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Again, if you want, I mean, look at it. Everything is done. Like the hard fucking work.
See, we got you said the radios you have not Bluetooth.
I can't. Yeah, the one I have is not Bluetooth.
We gotta get a Bluetooth.
I'll get it for you tomorrow.
Bluetooth.
Yeah, I'll get you a radio tomorrow. I mean, again, the majority of the work today is done.
All right.
The whole time you saw me, you want.
So then tomorrow we gotta do swap the radio.
Change the radio. Yes,
all
and
right.
I will have the box in there for you.
All right, that's perfect.
Because again,
wait,
I mean,
you got the box ready?
The box is the amplifier is connected.
Oh, where's the box at?
I just said I'm gonna get you the box
tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow. Okay.
You know what I mean? But the amplifier for the box is connected. The wires, all the wires is connected. Let me show you. Equalizer is on. See, I put it underneath the radio for you. Okay. That's connected. That radio got a. Can I shoot it tomorrow when I take it out?
Let me see now. I mean, it works. It worked, but I know one time it did not work, but it works. But it probably just have an issue right now. So if
it's a bad radio, trust me, it's a horrible fucking radio.
If I gotta change the radio, that's cool.
You're gonna be putting all this bullshit in here,
right? I can change
the radio.
Right. So are you gonna put the box here?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
Right now, I'm gonna put the seat back.
Put the box on top of it.
You know what I mean?
All right. So then tomorrow it's gonna be the radio, and we good.
Exactly.
All right.
I'll get the box
And the radio.
the bass box.
Bass box and the radio.
Bass box and the radio. That's why I'm not gonna push it right now.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
That thing gotta go.
Well, if it does come on, can I play it or no?
Of course.
Okay,
If it all of a sudden
Comes on.
decided to come on, the music is gonna come up.
Okay. All right.
You know what I mean?
All right. Well, I'll be back tomorrow. There's no problem.
I was doing this whole bullshit so I can actually listen to music. Today.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean?
It's all right,
But
man.
guaranteed you will listen to me bass
Tomorrow.
and music. Tomorrow.
All right. Okay. So let me wrap up and then we'll come back tomorrow and finish it. Oh man. There we go. All right, y'all. So if y'all haven't heard already, we are going to have to come back tomorrow to get the box and the radio changed because the radio is flat. So we'll be back tomorrow. I don't know if we'll go live again tomorrow. Maybe we will, so you guys can hear it. But I appreciate everybody for joining me on this live. We had a great conversation. Yes, Apex Travel. I've been to Bogota this year, and I have hella content. I got the content with the 2 models. I got the Aboriginal woman who we went to Montserrat with. I got the Cinderella story where I took a woman who wasn't doing too good, and she wasn't looking too good, and I went and got her hair done. She got her nails done. She got a new outfit. Cinderella story, and I got that story on all in Bogota, and we got the nightlife in Zona T, all in Bogota. Is on the Bogota series. Just go to playlist, look under the Bogota series. You'll see all of that from this year. I appreciate everybody from joining the chat. It's your boy FRE $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLY. BOYWAY. Don't ask why, just check out the channel. Had to go grab the book bag. I had the book bag just sitting in the corner. It's got like stuff in it. So that'd have been crazy if I just left the book bag. And I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, I'm out here. Peace. I forgot how to end this. Oh yeah.